Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. It is Friday, August 14th, 2026, and we are live at the Hive. Oh, right. We're going to, hey, listen, real quick. We're going to talk a lot about knives. Just so you know, I hope you're having a fantastic day. The KIZER cheat code has been extended, so we still get 10% off KIZER, so keep that in mind throughout the night. We're going to talk about brand new knives. I have a lot of exciting stuff from new companies to show you tonight. We're going to do a very nice giveaway. It's heavy. There are 5 knives in there, and there are premium knives in there, so stand by for that. And I love you guys to pieces. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm gonna adjust some lights here because it is right in my eyeballs, but sit back, relax, flick a knife or two. I hope you are ready to have a fun night. These nights go by very quickly because we have so much fun. We're gonna do birthday checks. We're gonna do some EDC checks, see what knives you've been carrying, what knives did you buy, what knives are on the way, all that fun stuff. It just goes by so extremely fast. I have a knife here that I have to put gloves on to show you, an absolutely mirror polished knife that is very nice, very cool. I'm excited to show you that one. I'm gonna have to get out the old white gloves, give it the white glove treatment, which is always very fun to do. I have to get out the special white gloves. That's going to be fun. But if you're driving down the road right now listening, I'll let you know what everybody's talking about. We'll get rolling. People are already filing in because, well, that's what we do on Friday nights, right? Every single Friday night, we're always here. Even when we're on vacation, we go live. Oh my gosh, I'm rocking and rolling, baby. I want to give a special shout out to all of our veterans, past, present, and future. Thank you for your service, and members of law enforcement and first responders out there. Thank you. And our truckers and everybody that's working at fast food or working at the factory, or if you're working at the gas station, put your ear pod in so I can let you know what everybody's talking about. I learn things every Friday night from you all, from you people, you knife and EDC and flashlight and gear people. It's just so much fun. I was describing my channel to someone the other day, and he was like, dude, that is cool. I was like, I know, right? And I said, here's the thing, though. I was telling you about the knife community and the people and how you just never would have thunk that there would be so many cool people in a community that get together and just have so much fun. And it's we're family-friendly show. It says it right there. Family-friendly show. We don't cuss. We don't talk about politics or religion. We just kind of love you. We just keep it flat. Mrs. Beez is going out to make s'mores with her friend tonight. Hello, Chris, Joe, Jackson, Matthew. Hello, everyone. Snake Plissken's in the Hive. And you know what? We're gonna start out early with oh, we got the puppy. We got the pupperito. Bogart, he has been on the live streams ever since he was an 8-week-old, 12-pound puppy. Now he's a 70+ pound puppy, and he's our channel pupperino, and he loves coming on the channel. Every time I come down here and sit at my desk, sit at the table here, he wants to hop up in my lap. But if I'm not talking, he kind of knows. He's like, we're not live. But if I start talking or if I get on a Zoom call, he insists. He's like, I know I'm supposed to be here. I've been coming up here and sitting in front of the camera my whole life. He has his own emojis. All the channel members have emojis, and they're putting, look at that. That's you, bud. That's you up there. And channel members, I've come up with a great idea. I'm going to start giving really nice knives away to channel members. So if you're not a channel member, now would probably be a good time to sign up. I'm going to be posting a giveaway video for channel members, and I'm going to start giving away a really nice knife every live stream to a channel member that comments on that video. And the only people that will see that video and be able to comment on it are channel members. So be looking out. That's going to be very soon. I just came up with a really great idea that's going to help me. It's going to help logistics, and it's going to make it a lot of fun. And the pupperino is going to hang out with us tonight because Mrs. Beez is going to be gone. Trial and error said I'm watching dog vids right now. He's just a baby. I know, Chris. He is just a baby. He's just a puppy. What's up, Chuck Nally and Daily Planet? And Michael Miller's been a member for 10 months with a super chat. He said, only 2 months away from 1 year anniversary. Getting old with Mr. Beez and friends. Much blessings to everyone. Absolutely, dude. Thank you very much for supporting the L Channel Reno. The puppy, I'm trying to move the mouse. I know you want me to pet you, but I got to be able to move the mouse. I he's wanting cuddle time. Oh, not my nose. He's wanting cuddle time right now, and I'm trying to run a live stream and show people knives. I'll give you. Don't worry, I'll give you your screen time, dude. Just hold on. Beez, you said clean shaven this week. What happened? I did. I shaved the area right above my beard, the top of my cheek. I shaved right there. How do you become a channel member? Trial and error north. Would a moderator mind putting up the link to channel memberships? I would really appreciate it. If we have any moderators in here, hopefully we've got some people moderating. What's up, Mick Ranger? How you doing? Thomas Wheeler said, I have to brag. I bought my Grail from a local knife store yesterday. A Demco MGAD 20 full size and Magna Cut for $450 out the door. Wow. Nick Flamel just joined. Brandon said, I have a kitten that decides when I work from home is cuddle time. Yeah, exactly. This guy right here is really feeling lovey-dovey tonight. Edgarito said, oh, brother, I ate some papaya. I might get caught pooping. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. We have a lot of fun things that we do and say, and you'll get the gist of the things. You know, it's kind of like when you watch a series, you know, the things that they do, and sometimes I get a little facetious and we do it on purpose. It's a lot of fun. Jack said, stopped shaving my cheek a month ago, started to look like a wolf man. I had to like do a half a strip right there just to make it look clean. Choil app with a $10 hair super chat. Said, good to see you, brother. Hope you get the chance to check out our app soon. Sent you some messages. Choil app's in the hive. Choil app, you could go there and download your knives. I did see the email. I saw the headline. I haven't got to read it yet because when I read emails like that, I have to have the opportunity. I have to have the time. Nick Flamel said, just shaved too, confused all my coworkers. Yeah, Choil app, I'm very interested in. That looks like it's going to be pretty neato. If there's anyone in here that has Choil app, that's I'm pretty sure that's where you can take a picture of your knife and it recognizes the knife and it puts it into a catalog so you can keep track of your knife collection. I really like the idea of that. That is pretty darn exciting. Trail in North said, are you in the USA? Yes, we are in the good old United States of America in Ohio. Jack said, my beard starts right under my eyes. Oh, you are the wolf man, Jack. Choil app said, okay, brother, you're busy. I know. I mean, I only work 80 hours a week. You know, I really should, you know, I have a lot of spare time. I should do more things. Just kittens. Oh, Choil app said, or you could upload spreadsheets. Okay. Yeah, dude, by all means, let us know the stuff you can do. Troy said, hello, Beez. Happy Friday. Hey, Choil app. Okay. I have a couple ideas that maybe I could run across you. I'll email you back soon. And if you would do me a favor, just send me an email. And in the subject line, just said, hey, Beez, you said to remind you to check my emails. I know that sounds silly, but that headline will remind me of something I just thought of. Rider38's been a member for 25 months with a super chat. He said, happy 5th Monday, all. Hope all is well. Oh, there we go. Wow, dude, 25 months. That's over 2 years. M. Carter said, what's up, Beez? Looking forward to another Friday night on the edge. Said, who won the giveaway last week? I'm trying to contact the winner to do some decal stickers, but not have any luck. The winner last week was, oh, it's right. Something Hunter? No, Ground Fog. Ground Fog won last week. John said, I just ordered thumb studs so I can drill a hole in my Kato Griffin because 5 deployment methods isn't enough. I think I have, let's see, 1, 2. Is this the Kato? Is this the one you're talking about? This one right here, the Kato. Is this the Griffin? I'm thinking it is. What happened? No, just kidding. I'm thinking this might be the one you're talking about. It's the Kato something. Clint Crosby said, what's up, MK Ultra? KB said, I regret to remember one that I didn't get a new knife this week. What? Just waiting for my Manix 2 and Magnamax from Knife Center. You would. Do they have any left? I want a Manix 2 and Magnamax. I want a Manix 2 in every steel. All the steels. My goodness gracious. Hey, all crafting and lurking. Happy Hive Day, everyone. MK Ultra said. What's up, Troy? Troy App said, or upload. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I'm caught up on all the chat skis. The best fidget knife ever. It does have a good sound to it. What's cracking, everyone? What's up, Roger Rounds? He said, I got the Manix 2 and salt with some scales. Tough knife. Dude, the Manix 2, I can't see it ever being knocked out of my top 5 just all-time favorites. A humble poet said, I need an Italian switchblade user made with modern materials. So you need an Italian switchblade made with some good steel. That's what you need, right? Okay. Ooh, yeah. So let me double check. Let me see if I have it on here because we got some really cool stuff this week. And don't worry if you're new here. Welcome. Let us know if you're new. If this is only your first or second live stream, say hello because we will get to know your name. We'll get to know, what knives you like or whether you just started or where you've been collecting for 50 years. You will find out that there is no judgment. No judgment is allowed in here. People start picking on you, we will ban them. We'll put them in timeout because that's not what we do. But you'll find out this is a very family-friendly show. A lot of families from all around the planet, all around the world, different countries, just come to hang out on Friday night. So this is my chance to get to talk to you. So I really, really, really appreciate when you guys leave just any kind of comment on my videos. I see them. It makes so much of a difference, and I so much appreciate it. This is where I get to respond and talk to you guys in real time, right? Troy Watson's been a member for 1 month with us. Super chat. Troy, a solid 30-day hairs, man. Thank you very much, dude. And yeah, you'll be, you know what? I am really excited. When I came up with the idea for how I'm going to do a bunch of giveaways to channel members, I was like, why didn't I think that a long time ago? Because it's going to help me with logistics. So channel members, you will see a notification. Here's a big thing is make sure you have notifications set. When you go to Beez Blades channel, go to YouTube and type in Beez Blades and click on my channel. So it actually brings up the channel. That my father-in-law was having trouble understanding this. If you just pull up Beez Blades, you're not on the channel. But if you click on Beez Blades, once you see it, then you're on the channel and you will see a spot for playlists. I have playlists of different tiers and costs of knives, knife sharpening, just whatever kind of playlist. And then there's another place for posts. And in those posts, only channel members will see channel member only posts. And that's where I'm going to post the video. And the way that you will keep from missing out is to make sure that where it says subscribed underneath Beez Blades, if you click where it says subscribed, it'll give you options for notifications. And you can say notifications. That way you won't miss when I drop a video, especially one that's just for channel members. Otherwise, you might miss it and not, your name won't get drawn because you won't be in it. Rolf Robertson, how you doing? Clint Crosby. Is he frizzing or is it over here? You talk about my beard. Is my beard frizzing? Is that what's going on? BMX Dad said, I have 2 knives on the way. Tenable Tuckamore. Dude, you're going to like it. And he said with Water Ripple, ooh, Water Ripple Damascus, and the new Spyderco Tenacious, my first Spyderco. I'm a new knife nerd. Dude, BMX Dad, I'm gonna tell you right now, this week, a few days ago, when I got the text from Blade HQ, I went over to the Tenacious and I kept going back and forth whether I wanted to get it. I wanted it. Then I was like, I'm not sure. Then I wanted it. Then I was like, I'm not sure. And I hem-hawed around about it. I'm not sure if there's any left. I would love to have that Spyderco Tenacious Tonto and a higher grade steel, but I'm completely happy with it being an 8CR because I love the 8CR in my regular Tenacious. So, dude, very nice choices. And, dude, you said that's your first Spyderco too, right? Is that what you said? Yes, dude, my first Spyderco was a Tenacious. Matter of fact, the Tenacious is what got me into the modern knife world. That's why we are all here in one place right now, is because of the Spyderco Tenacious. That's how I got hooked. I remember I was like, do people really spend $50 on a pocket knife? And then I spent $50 on a pocket knife. If I only knew what that was going to start. The rabbit hole began. John Jones said, good evening, dude. What better testament to your showmanship than to buy a knife seconds after you start a review like I did? You're the best, and we, Bright and I, like your jimping sounds. John Jones, well, dude, that is so cool, man. Thank you very much. You mean, you know, it would only be fitting if I did that with a knife. So let me go ahead and do that. Let me go over here to my console and do a little zoom ski. So as you can see, we have a little bit of jimping on this dude right here. This, by the way, we'll start out with this one right here. This is the Concept Folk. And just know that if you ever see a knife on one of my videos, the odds are I probably have a, and I have a wild hair. It keeps turning up and tickling my nose. These curly hairs. This is the Concept Folk. But just know that most of the time I have 10% off. I managed to get a 10% code for just about everything under the sun. Oh no, that's a dog hair. If you ever, here's a link in the chat if you want to go see the different versions of the Folk. But it's almost like a cousin of the Fenrir. And look at the scales. Look at the micarta on this dude. Check that out. Oh my gosh, I love this burl micarta. And those colors almost aren't being shown. Let me show you. Grab my, speaking of Olight, let me grab an Olight here. Turn it on Moonlight. There we go. Yeah. Oh, that's why I have fur all over me. The dog was in my lap. So now look at that micarta. Man, it's just, it's classy. Mr. Fancy Pants micarta. Oh yeah. I mean, look at the colors. And then there's just a slight texture to it. But this is the new Folk. And man, I like it. I really like it. Now, is it the Fenrir? No, it's not the Fenrir. Is it better than the Fenrir? Some people might say so. Troy said, I just got my KIZER Masu today. Very happy with it. Still waiting on the KIZER Madras. RGB, can hardly wait. I love hearing this. Beez, is that like Ken Faulkner? Is what like Ken Faulkner? KB said, my first Spyderco was the Mannix 2 lightweight in 15V. Yeah, KB, you kind of started on the high end there, didn't you? She's then started my Spyderco Jones. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The 15V is good stuff. Douglas said that knife is sexy. So here's this version. Here's another version. There's probably 4 or 5 different versions. I'm dropping the link to this in the chat if you want to see the site where we're talking about. Here's this one with that copper dune color and the classic black micarta. Look at that. A little bit of texture vision for you. Oh, yes. Love that they matched. You know what? I was trying to decide if it would have looked neat with this copper dune color on the hardware. Like, you know, just a pop here and a pop there and a pop there. But I don't know. I can't. I don't know. You do have the color on the back spacer and the liners, right? And the pocket clip. So maybe that would be a little bit too much. Maybe this keeps it classy, San Diego. You know, it does look pretty darn good. And it has good action. It kind of looks like Stas's new knife said tends to embellish. John Geezer said, my first was about 35 years ago. I still have it. But it has the funky molded in belt clip. I wish I could remember the model name. K9 said that would be Mo Betta. William said, I just got a beautiful aura from Rob's Nerdy Knives giveaway. Ooh, very nice. Mike Murphy said, how are you, Beez? Mike, I'm well, man. Rolf Roberts said it needs a pop. Dude, I am well and zoomed in. Michael Miller said no lefty love. I know. I was just looking at that. I was like, let's see, if I reverse the clip, it would be going the wrong way. That wouldn't work. The aura from Rob's Dirty Knives. That is really cool. Ian, He said, Kaiser Drop Bear came with stripped screws to hold on the pocket clip, waiting on their customer service for that. Okay, really? What was, let me ask you this. What was stripped? Did they strip, what were the screw ends stripped? Like your bit won't fit them? Because there's a few things that I've gone through in the past with different knives where I thought something was stripped and it wasn't. So is it stripped as in screwing in, or is it the screw head that you believe is stripped? I'm just curious. Have you handled John, have you handled a Remet? Yes, I have the entire Remet collection. I have every model that they've released as far as I know. I represented them at Blade Show 2026 in Atlanta. I have that knife case right there is all Remet. Love Remet knives. Matter of fact, a knife that we're going to be that's going to be given away to a channel member. Is it right up here, right up top? Yeah. So I don't know if you guys saw my video this last week. Let me look. I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you a little preview of Give me just a second and I'll pull this up. Let me see. Oh, I know. Wait a minute. I know. Just a sec. Okay. Here we go. So I did a video on Monthly Knife Club. I highly recommend, there's different knife type EDC clubs out there. This one, I highly recommend. I've never been disappointed by anything that I've got from them. And the premium stuff that showed up. Oh my gosh. I just put a link in the chat to, what's up, Stacy? How you doing? I think I put a link in the chat to Monthly Knife Club. I don't see it. Here it is again. Oh yeah. So trying not to lose my train of thought. What's up, Top Diggity Dog? Top Dog, I was wondering if you were in here earlier. I think you were just sneaking by. But channel members, listen. I'm going to try to remember to remind you all, because I came up with a brilliant plan that's going to be so much fun. I'm going to do the comment video very soon. It's going to be a simple comment video, and we're going to start a thing where we're going to do a channel member giveaway every live stream for quite a while, Brian, a while. Yeah, and I'm gonna draw from that. So channel members, rejoice. This is one of the knives that's going to be on the channel member giveaway, the Remet Steed. Yes, I'm not joking. I am dead serious. This is a button actuated frame lock, fat carbon fiber, DLC coated titanium pivot collar, DLC coated blade. I think the blade's probably M390. I can't remember. It's either S35VN or M390. Someone in here probably knows, so I don't have to go look it up. But you talk about an ultimate crispy knife where they thought of everything. Some of the best ergonomics you can possibly get. The tops are rounded off. When you have this knife in your hand, I'll never forget the first time I picked it up. I was like, oh my gosh, they thought of everything. All of the places where your hand hits are like the top here, right? Right up here, up top, up here, big landing pad for your thumb. If you choke up, big landing pad for your index finger. If you're back here, or if you're in the hammer grip, listen, I'm telling you, this knife is, it's about as good as it gets. For comfort wise and usability, and the fidget factor, opening it. This knife is just so freaking good, and I can't wait until someone wins this. A channel member is going to win this, but this is the caliber of knives that we're going to be giving away to channel members. Thank you for your support, and thank you for watching the videos, and thank you for commenting. And listen, I have to say it. If you're watching if one of my videos comes up and it's a knife that's hideous and you don't like it, you think it's dumb, if you want to say, you know what, I'll support Brother Beez, I'll let it play through. I'll just turn it down because I'm not interested. Just set your phone down, let it play, and then just say a comment. Say, you know, just say anything. If you just take 30 seconds to say some type of comment like, nice looking knife, but not my style, or just anything like that, that shows engagement and that gives me support. That's, you know, it helps for the thousands and thousands of hours that I have of my life that I've given to YouTube. It helps get the video out there, and it helps find other people that did, you know, that just like you. That's a topic we'll have to talk about some night, is how did you discover modern knives, right? You know, how did you discover there were knives that you don't just get at Kmart or Walmart, right? Rolf Robertson, welcome to Scout Bees with a super chat. Someone gift me a membership, said a humble poet. Dave said, would you just look at it? Promo for veterans, said Big Ben. Some of the, I think, let's see. I think I am braining right now. Give me just a second. Here you go. I know Top Dog can tell you, but here's a link to Blade HQ. They do discounts for veterans. I just put a link in Blade HQ new arrivals. That'll just take you to the site. Mike Murphy said Lothar was my first Spyderco 2 Bees. The Tenacious. Oh, that was my first Spyderco 2. How do I join your club? Spydercos are all my faves. I have about 4 or 5 of them in my Pelican case. Dude, I know Spyderco, dude, they're just really good. I have a Link ski somewhere. You would think I would have all these pulled up. Beez Blades, Amazon. Oh, here we go. Somebody tell me if this takes you. I don't know. It's been a while since I put this in here. There's a link that should take you to Beez Blades memberships. Seppy Dog, welcome to Scout Bees with a super chat. What's up, Seppy Dog? How you doing, man? Help with Gadget said, I got my KIZER Buddy clear acrylic that I won on here a few weeks ago. Dude, tell me, isn't that a sweet EDC? Isn't that nice? Dude, that is so cool. Help with Gadget's got his Buddy, the KIZER Buddy. I remember when that came out, I was like, oh my gosh, I could carry a fixed blade. You know, I'm not a big fixed blade carrier, but when I do, it's usually one that's that style, a smaller, you know, smaller size. Gunner said their regular knives, you get sales tax rebated. Okay, very cool. CGRB has vet discounts. Very nice. Stacy said, told you I'm a little slow still. Crapsy said, I remember someone saying the flipper on the M16 was a gimmick. Ha. We've given away 2 or 3 of the M16s. What's up, Crow's Blades? One of Crow's Blades stickers is in tonight's giveaway. I think I have 2 or 3 left. They've been and thank you to all you guys out there that have your channel stickers and you send them in. I really do appreciate it, because you know I really love to give the swag along with the knives, and your stickers have been in there for many weeks, and I really appreciate when you send all that in. Oh, well, look at this. Hold on. 79 Ablu 97. Welcome to Scout Bees with a super chat. And Mr. Jim Miller with a $10 hair super chat. He said, hello, Beez Bladers, lurking and chilling. What's up, Mr. Miller, sir? Always good to see you, member of the Beez family. And for all you newbies, if you don't know what this is and you're like, what in the world is he doing? This is the AmeriHair. It's a long-standing tradition here on the channel. We've been doing it for years. When someone donates $10 hairs or more, you get the AmeriHair. You don't have to know why. I mean, I could tell you the history and when it started, but it's not important. Boy, the AmeriHair is getting really frizzy. My goodness. I need to put a little bit of beard balm on there, right? But thank you very much, Mr. Miller. I appreciate you, man. And look at that. Top Dog put up the AmeriHair emojis. And for all of you that are joining or just joined, if you look at that little smiley face where you're getting ready, where you type in words, right? Over to the right is a smiley place. There are I think approximately 19 emojis, just like Top Dog just put up. There are emojis to remind me to blink because I often don't blink if my contacts dry out. But there's a bunch of emojis. There's beehive emojis on there. There's honeycomb emojis on there. A lot of fun stuff. 79 said, thanks for the shout out. Glad to be a part of the posse. Dude, I appreciate you, man. Seppi wasn't a member. Well, some of these are renewals because you see that they're bee. You get different colored bees, and I have to upgrade and change the emoji. But you get different emojis for length of time. For years, it changes. Dog One said, you see the Escape from LA snake through basketballs and it was real? No, I did not. Sure didn't. Jack Sloan said, Beez, give an honest Amish beard balm. Get honest honest Amish beard balm. Really good stuff. I'll have to try it out, dude, for sure. Mr. Miller, you are the man. Okay, so this is the first one we've been showing. I'm not, by the way, those folks that wait until the last hour because they just come in just for the giveaway, they're going to be disappointed because we're not going that late tonight because I have to work tomorrow. So the odds are going to be better tonight, just so you know. And boy, there's a lot of stuff in tonight's giveaway, or as Top Dog would say, in tonight's gall. Gall. Oh, golly. Chuck Nally, I couldn't say it one time, let alone 5 times. Gunner said, the deleted train scene from the first movie is excellent. Ben Garza, hello. Ben Garza, see, he put the blink emoji up there. I need that because I forget to blink. The Amish definitely know their beards. Yeah, it's probably I can't remember. Primarily made out of beeswax. So here's the Falk. I know Top Dog got one of these. I don't know which version he got, but I believe that he got one. Here's this one with the micarta. And oh, the Big Bad John with that $10 hair super chat. Big Bad John. Isn't that a song? He said, yo, what up, Beez in the Hive? Amerihair. Heck yeah, bro. Wait a minute, let me hit a like on there. Thank you, dude. Oh boy, in your face. More like in my face. Humble Poet said that's good looking too. Here's the other version. Beeswax would be appropriate. Hope you have a good Saturday at work, Beez. Thank you, Troy. I really do appreciate that, man. I don't take things like that as empty words. I appreciate when people take the time to say, just like when you guys say anything, you'll be like, great. Look, something that I kind of find funny, but I also appreciate it so much is when I post a new video and the video's been going for about a minute and someone will say, great video, Beez. And I'm like, I really appreciate that. Even though there's no possible way they could have seen the video yet, I appreciate that they made a comment because that helps the algorithm. That means they support me. And that means a lot. Just you guys know, you know who you are that comment on most, if not all of the videos. It means a lot to me. It really does. Daily Planet said, darn it, I had to be on the phone when you were showing all those cool knives. Well, dude, they're not going anywhere. Jimmy Dean, the sausage man. So this one here, I love this burl micarta. I'm going to show this again before we go to the next knife. But man, it looks so good. And here's a little extra light. Shows some of the colors in there. Let me see what the other side looks like. Yeah, look at that. Isn't she lovely? The Falk. It says Falk on that side. And then on this side. Wait a minute. Can you guys see the blade steel on that? Can anyone on watching, can you see the blade steel on this? That's the question. Can you make out the blade steel? This isn't 14C. This isn't your grandpa's blade steel on the Falk. Here, I'm putting a link in the chat in case you want to go see the different variants of the Falk. Because I know when I watch other content creators back in the day, I'd be like, what knife is that? Where can I find it? And I'd be trying to search the internet because they wouldn't post links. So that is one. There's 2 reasons why I always try to post the links of the knives I'm talking about. 1, so you can find it easily and see what they are. And 2, because they're affiliate links. And if you're going to buy it, then I would appreciate the support of using my link. It doesn't cost you anything, but that is, you know, Beez Blades is a business. I do want to pay some light bills, right? Shot Glass said, love the micarta when it has more red in it. Yeah, I do. I really like the little, it's kind of like a dark maroonish, but it's subtle. I like that it's subtle. Like right there. I wouldn't mind if, and it depends on the piece you get. Like, see, there's a little bit up there. None are the same. They're all a little different. Because I have some of this, man, my hands are dry. I have some of this Burl micarta in a Vosteed, a couple Vosteeds, and it has a little more red, and I do like that red. Google Lens is a lifesaver, said Bob. Bebop. Daily Planet, so you got it, brother. Thanks, dude. LMAX, yeah, that is always nice. You know, Concept, I gotta hand it to him. Concept is always moving things around and always putting the good steel. They're not just, you know, on their premium knives, they're not just M390, 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 M390. Concept, they put out S90V, 20CV, and then LMAX. Dude, I mean, they're playing the game, you know, they're putting stuff out that we want, right? Monster Hunter said, top diggity dog. Dog one said, what's Google Lens? Eyeglass cam? Explain Google Lens. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's check out some of these cool knives. Hold the bus here, because these are some really cool knives. I think I'm going to show this one first, because there's a lot here. Did anybody see my video that I posted tonight? That's the question. Copy. I'm putting a link in the chat. Paste. If you didn't watch tonight's video, you probably should, because you never know when I'm going to be doing a video or doing a giveaway based on comments. That's another thing, is you guys that leave a comment on videos, sometimes you get surprised and say, hey, thank you for commenting. I'm going to send you a whatever. Email me. So just a little thought there. So this is the Ferromonster Astrome, or Astrome. I don't know how you pronounce it. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. Has DLC coated satin DLC. Look at this blade. Wait a minute, go this way. What are you focusing on? There we go. Let me do this. Let me get a little closer. Don't be shy. There you go. Look at that. Chris said, hey, no Band-Aids this week. Nice job. Thanks. Did I have a Band-Aid last week? I don't remember why I had one. I use a Band-Aid for any kind of little scrape or scratch because it makes it heal twice as fast. So this is the newest drop from Ferromonster, and it is purty. There's I think 4 different versions of this. The Astrome, I believe, is what it's called. I'll put a link in your chat right now. There you go. I'm poor. I could buy a used Chevy Cruze with my knife collection, said Tom. I know. I mean, you can always walk somewhere, right? As long as you have knives in your pocket. Tim Titus said, yeah, I said I liked Wixco knife. Wixco? What? What's this Wixco you speak of? Oh, just in case you guys didn't know, I have 10% off Wixco knives also. And this right here, I'm putting a link in the chat to this knife. This is the Wixco Splark. I think it's the Splark. Not to be confused with Spork. This is the Wixco Splark. This one has the purple fat camo carbon fiber, purple backspacer. I believe the backspacer is titanium. I think it is. Has a reversible clip, which is very nice. Very, very nice. Let me give you a little more light in the situation. There you go. Now you can see that purple. Oh, it's purple. Look at the blade on this dude. Oh yeah. That'll reach out and pierce something. Look at that dude. Super smooth, 14C, and look at the action. Look at the action on this thing. Watch. All I do is start canting it forward. Has, oh yeah, that nice controlled drop. Oh yeah. Nice jimping on that flipper tab. See right there? Beez, do you have a code for Buck? I'm trying to think if I have a code for Buck or not. I do have a link that might have an automatic code. If you go and search my channel for Buck, if you just go to Beez Blades and then search Buck, I've the last 2 years I've highlighted like all their new releases. And that might be one of the ones where a code or free shipping or something is embedded in the link. William said, I got the glow scale. Oh yeah, I was curious if these glow. No, wait a minute. Yeah, I saw that there was a glow scale version and I forgot to even check. What is that? Oh, had some schmutz on my knife. I was like, what is that? What's up, Kevzilla? Chuck Nally said, looks like a Klingon would carry. Yeah, Klingon would probably carry that. So good, man. Wixco's, I mean, look, Wixco is to Monster like Civivi is to Wii. But Wixco is like, I don't know. I mean, man, their fit and finish are really good. And this one you can reverse flick with that fuller. Humble Poet said, I got a duck for a buck and a buck for a buck for a buck and $25 for a fed up duck. I have a 70s buck Kalinga customized, said, want to know why? Yeah, this latest release of Buck knives was very interesting. Let's see. I have another one I want to show you. Oh, this is one. This one was, golly, that's in my face. I just got to get used to it. The Monthly Knife Club. Here's a link to it. If you haven't checked it out, all the different tiers, there's a bunch of different tiers, and it's actually true. Like the premium club, that one is like $189, right? But you get like $350 worth of stuff. It's not like, oh yeah, they're giving me crap and making up for it. No, they don't. That Ramette that I showed you, that was in there. And then, oh, let's see. This is one of the knives that came in it, the Cicada Wing by Best Techman Cicada Wing is really good. It's a nice, very lightweight EDC. And I like that purple Damascus on this one. That's very nice. Has good action, super lightweight, very snappy. Big Bad John said Wixco went for $20 to $80 knives. I've been getting into purple and black lately. Binksy, purple is a very nice colorway on knives. It's subtle, but you still get a pop of color, right? This is the Cicada Wing. And this is one of the knives that came in the Monthly Knife Club this month. Man, I need to put some stuff on my finger. Are lower tiers still good? Ian, you know what? It's been a while since I looked at the lower tiers. What you're looking at is here. Okay, here's a good example. If you look at the tiers, it will show you the style of things you get, right? Let's see. I've gotten several different neat thingies. Gosh, I don't have one handy right now. But you get like, there's ones that come with fire starter kits, or you'll get a nice Zippo. It's always neat stuff, right? Here's another example of something that came in this month Knife Club is, speaking of purple, is this dude, which I thought was really cool. If you look here, it's a paracord, right? They come in different sizes, but here's the paracord. But check this out. Inside the clip of the wristband, or, you can clip it around, whatever. There's a blade in there. I was like, what? What? This is called the Outdoor Edge Paraclaw. Look at that. Tell me that's not cool. The Paraclaw. Said the blade locks securely and deploys instantly. That is something else that come in it. I've got fire starting kits that came with this stuff, you know, which you'd only need half of one of these to get a nice fire going. You know, they have beeswax, and they just so many cool things for Monthly Knife Club are really cool. And I think the neat thing about it is that it makes it more of a surprise, because part of the hard part of knife collecting, right, is what in the world do I get? Whereas that, you're like, I wonder what I'm going to get. That's exciting. That's pretty neat. Or as I would say, sometimes say, for some reason, I'll say, neato. Gosh, why am I washed out? Jeez. It's so bright. Purple's my second favorite color after blue, said Kathleen. Yeah, Kathleen, I really like Arctic Storm colorways. Yeah, that and purple are both really close. Beez, did you ever go to Chappie's in Centerville? No. What was Chappie's, dude? Remind me. I remember that word, but I know I haven't been there. What's in Chappie's? What is Chappie's? I remember saying something about that. I hope they, Mind Strength said, I hope they send the steed. Dude, that was this month's. That is this month's, literally, is the, oh, so here's another option with the Monthly Knife Club, is you don't have to get one of those bundles where you get all the extra stuff. You can just do the Onyx Club, which is a premium knife once a month. And the steed, the Vosteed steed, was the premium knife. This is the premium knife this month. So that, you know, that's a $300 knife, and the Monthly Knife Club, Onyx Club, is $189 a month. So you can't even get discount codes out there to get $80 off a knife. So it has never not been the case that like in the Onyx Club, you get a Wii knife that's worth $300. You're always getting like $70, $80, $90 more than what you paid for. This is something else that came in this month's Monthly Knife Club in the can't remember what the tier's called. One of the more premium tiers. It came with 100 feet of paracord, was something else that came in it, which is very cool. 550 paracord, 100 feet. Pretty neat color on the paracord too. Man, paracord is so great to have around. If you've never bought like 50 or 100 feet of paracord, you don't know what you're missing, because you will find so many instances you'll be like, oh, I have paracord. You'll be like, oh, I have paracord. I mean, I bought some black and red. I don't know how many feet years ago, and I've used it for so many things, to tie so many things and do so many things with, and take off 10 feet to do this, take off a foot to do this. And obviously you can make lanyards and fobs and stuff. Here was something else that came in this month's Monthly Knife Club. Was it a Hank, a topo pattern Hank from Gonda EDC, Goondek EDC. Has that micro suede on one side, topo pattern on the other. There's all kinds of neato stuff. Nice big Monto double tap, looks sweet and beefy. Oh, the double tap is a chunk of Reno. Shot Glass said, what was microbrewery that was dog themed? Oh, that was I went there a few times. It had a dog name in it. It was not Top Dog Brewery. It was Dog. Oh my gosh. I have a coaster from that place somewhere. What was the name of that? I can't think of it. They had a chocolate stout called Leg Humper that I still dream about, said Shot Glass. That's great. Did it have a number in the name? I can't remember. Boy, I can sure picture it though. Bebop said, I got a roll of orange and a roll of camo. I use them for everything. See? BK said, paracord or pretty much any cordage comes in really handy, especially if you learn how to tie knots. And I almost always have a hank of paracord as part of my EDC. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you that when I'm watching, I'm getting ready for bed at night, all I do is watch some shorts for a little bit, and it'll help me wind down. And That's one of the things that comes across my YouTube shorts or TikToks or whatever is guys that know knots, right? Knowing some crucial knots make a difference, because if you're tying something down and you're just tying it around in knots, just square knots, it's when you know how to tie a proper knot, it's like magic. It is so cool. So if you haven't in a while, go look at some simple knots and you'll be like, oh my gosh, you tell me my whole life I've been tying it like this and tying it 4 times to try to make sure it's tight. And all I had to do was this and pull it. And then to release it, pull the string. What? Yeah. I wish I could memorize. If I put my mind to it, I can do anything. But I really do need some more knots in my repertoire. Thirsty Dog Brewery. There you go. Big Bad John said, Tilted Kilt had a camel stout that was amazing. Brandon has a whole tool case full of paracord. I bet Stacy has some paracord laying around. She lives out in the middle of nowhere. Shoot, Stacy probably uses paracord to dry her laundry. No, I'm just kidding. Nick said you can see previous month's boxes too. There you go. See, thank you, Nick. So you can go, here's a link to go check out Monthly Knife Club. That gives you a perfect idea of the stuff that comes in the different tiers. So you can start out cheapo. I personally would recommend is go a tier higher than you really want to pay. And what I mean by that is you're like, yeah, I could do that. But that means you're comfortable with it. That means you'll be that much happier if you go 1 tier up. Just because I see the knives, I see the knives in the higher tiers, and my goodness, never have I been disappointed. I've done other knife clubs, and I will just politely say this, that some of the knives that they were sending, I understood why it was a knife club type deal. It wasn't in the Monthly Knife Club. It was other, I'm not going to say the name, but some crappy knives, like Italian made knives that were junk, other knives that I couldn't believe they cost that much because they couldn't cut hot butter. And I kind of got turned off by some of the knife clubs, but man, Monthly Knife Club, top notch. I even got to meet their family. They stopped in at Blade Show and came up to the Remet booth when I was working the Remet booth. Really great guy that runs it. Retired fire department, knives and knots are critical, said M. Carter. Monster Hunter said, hello, beekeeper. I'm definitely tied up. BK said, I've definitely tied up a paracord clothesline in a pinch. Fun fact, I'm on one end of the basement, the Beez basement. In the laundry room over there, we literally have, going all the way across with the support in the middle, I have a paracord clothesline for hanging up stuff to dry that we don't want to put in the dryer. Like towel or something like that, you can just throw it on there, and that's where the furnace and the air conditioner is, and it dries just fine. So I have a paracord clothesline in my basement, just so you know. Beekeeper said paracord, duct tape, zip ties, and PB blaster is a must-have. Big Monto said, not trying to sound douchey, but I'm weary of trying one. Oh yeah, I get it. That's why the only one that I would recommend is Monthly Knife Club. And I like that. Well, I did a video this week. I do a video about once a month, and I show their Onyx tier, which is you're gonna get a premium knife, period. It's either a Wee knife or a Remet. It's gonna be a good top tier. And then I wish I had the card. I might have the card right here to show you what it looks like. Oh yeah, I would definitely be wary. I'm wary. That's why I don't mind talking them up, just because. Where's the Monthly Knife Club box? Let's see. Okay. What came in this one? Oh yeah, this one. This one was, I don't know, probably a couple months ago, but apparently you can go and look. But so this was, Okay, here's an example of the ultimate plan is what I get, right? So here is an example of, I don't know what month this was. It was probably 2 or 3 months ago. So they always come with a card that describes all the stuff that you got. So all this stuff came in the ultimate plan. So it came with an MKC Rushing Viking sticker, which is no big deal. A Gerber Shard DT cross driver, package opener, bottle opener, keychain loop. And then it came with a Rothko 80mm locking carabiner. And then it came with a Gerber armbar slim drive. You know, that's worth $50. Came with a Civivi Sentinel Strike, which those run about 89 probably. I'm guessing around 80 to 90 bucks, so that's correct. And then it came with a Kubi Steel. I can't see, my eyes are foggy. Stiltley. And those are $200 knives. So that's $200. That's $300 worth of stuff easy. See, it's $189 for the plan plus shipping and handling. And then the total value is at least $300. See, I told you it's always $80, $90, $100 more worth of stuff. Now, the little things you get, you know, like a sticker or the Gerber Shard, those are cool little things that do have value, but those are the fun things that you get on top of the knife, right? Like I remember that Gerber armbar, the slim drive, that's really cool. We've given away, I gave that one away in somebody that might be in here right now got that. But this is the ultimate plan. You don't have to go that high a tier. So all you got to do is if you know your knife brands, you can go back and look at them. Nick said, looks like that was May. Okay, June, July, August. So that was 3 months ago. Just got an email from Flytanium saying they're shrinking the beef. Okay, all right. I'm interested. I'm going to have to hit them up. Monster Hunter said paracord is equal to duct tape while camping for sure. That's half my rent, said Bebop. 189's half your rent. You have pretty good rent. These current prices these days. Okay, I want to show you. I'm going to get off that for a moment and talk about some of these other cool knives. Let's see. Okay, here we go. All right. Hold on. I'm thoroughly impressed with this knife company that I'm getting ready to tell you about. Let me get ready to put this in the chat. Let's see. No, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. So I'm going to show you some really nice knives, and I'm impressed with them. All right. So first off, I'm going to show you. Yeah, I will start with this one. This one's pretty cool. Here's a link. We're going to talk about some Nyclad knives. And these are really, really nice. This is the Nyclad Lyran. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2. There's 2 versions of this one. The Nyclad Lyran. Look at this dude. I get my fingerprints off of it. But boy, you talk about some nice fit and finish. Nyclad just kind of appeared. And it's like, they're making knives as if they've been doing it for a long time. But here's one of them. This is the Lyran. And I put a link in the chat if you want to go see all their different knives that they got. But you talk about some nice stuff. Fit, finish, quality, and all that stuff. This one's M390. Here's a look at where's my light? Where's my flashlight? Where'd my flashlight go? There it is. Here's a look at the scales on this one. Carbon fiber on this one. You can get this color or you can get the green jungleware color. Look at the blade. Look at the satin lines on that puppy. You talk about a nice knife. Oh, and the action on these things is so good. Has a little pop of color for your pivot collar. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. I mean, the smooth factor is smooth like butter. BMX Dad said the Nyclad Mowel is the one he wants. Now, I haven't learned their names yet, but I do have the Mowel here. Okay. Yeah, that's this one right here. 1, 2. There's at least a couple versions of this one. Here's the Nyclad Mobile. Yeah, this one's more my speed. This is my favorite out of the 4 that dropped this my video this week. This is my style. This one reminds me a lot of the Wee Knife OAO, the one and only, the Wee Knife OAO. The Wee Knife OAO is like $400 something. This one is right there close, man. The only difference would be maybe that this one's not an integral, but it has the satin lines that just drive me crazy. Look at those satin lines. Look at the blade. This thing is gorgeous. I mean, it is just, oh, and here's something else that really made me happy. It's an S35VN blade steel, baby. It's my favorite blade steel. And the action, oh, gosh, it is so smooth. The reverse flick is so smooth. The hand feel of it so smooth. Oh my gosh, it's really nice. The jimping is done perfectly. Look at that. It has that nice micro jimping. Look at that. See? That's how you do jimping, people. You people. Snacking on cold pepperoni and mushroom pizza, said Raybo. Oh yeah, it's nice. No Beez is giving away his Shiro, said General Zod. Yeah, here's this green jungle wear, is what I think the green's usually called. You can get this color or you can get the regular like shredded carbon fiber. And look at the transition. They did such a fantastic job. You can't feel where the carbon fiber starts and the titanium starts. They did such a fantastic job on the inlays. Their fit and finish are really good. Nyclad's no joke. So there's that one. And then here's another one. I have this one. See, this one's probably going to be called I'm guessing the Eclat or the Zen. Let me see. Let me look. Hi, puppy. You missing your mom? Nope, not that one. The Eclat. Let's see. What's it called? ECLAT. Let me type this in real quick. ECLAT. The Eclat or Eclat. Yes. This one, there's 2 different versions. You can get the black blade with the DLC coating, or you can get the satin lines. This one looks just as good as the other one. You know, if you don't want the thumb hole, look how crispy that is. It's almost like a Mr. Fancy Pants Momo kind of deal. Look at that. And this one's an S35 too. Yep. Look at that. Man, Nyclad, not messing around. Whew, mama. But green and blue don't complement each other, said Bebop. Evening, Mr. Beez and Hive ran late today. What's up, Isaac? Puppy, where's the puppy? The puppy's right here. Just subscribe to your channel. Hello, everyone. What's up, Chubbs? Welcome, dude. Welcome, man. Hey, Chubbs, every Friday night we're here hanging out, man. And if you're new, there's somebody here that wants to say hi to you. Come on up. This is Bogey. He's just a baby. Is it UV reactive? I don't think so. I'll check here in a minute. Remind me. Because he's just a baby. He's just a puppy. I'm going to have to run up and get him some snacks. Because he's just a puppy. After using the Beluga for a while now, I've decided that I'm not a big fan of front flippers, said GI. Well, listen, dude. The Beluga has one of the tiniest front flippers on the planet. Don't let that dissuade you. I mean, for real, if the Beluga is a great knife, but that front flipper is tiny. Something like this is going to give you the mechanical advantage and is a lot easier. Very easy. There's no comparison between this and the Beluga as far as how easy it is to flip it. Mr. Bogey, did he get a groom today? He's wearing his hanky. He does have his hank. He didn't get groomed today, but he is still soft. He got it last Friday. The Beluga has a bad front flipper. It does. It's too small. Yeah, front flippers where you actually have a nice big thing out here. The puppy's inspecting it. What are you doing, puppy? Where are you trying to go, man? You trying to get up in their soul? I don't entertain any front flippers, said Dave. That's not playing fair. Look at that baby, said Bebop. Milan Labe said, he's so handsome. He is sleepy. Plus, he's a little out of sorts. Boy, he looks like he's about to fall asleep sitting here. I think my thumbs are too short to front flip, said William. Nah, you just got to get the right one. But listen, I'm not one to go looking for front flippers. If I have a knife with a front flipper, it probably has another way to deploy it most of the time. Now, the Momo, that's one that I like. So there are some front flippers that I do like. Bottle opener flippers, said Jesse. Bogey is missing his mama. Yeah, he doesn't. He's a watchdog, right? So when anything is out of sorts, he's always got that in the back of his mind. He's always paying attention. It's too bad his big brother won't come down. Now, if it was storming, Berkeley might come down and hang out with us. Mrs. Beez went to go hang out with one of our longtime friends. They're going to make a little fire and make some s'mores. My buddy, longtime buddy, I'm not going to get into it, but Mrs. Beez is going to have a little time with her buddy tonight. Soggy Bottom said, every front flipper I have feels like it works differently. That's the truth, man. It's all about the fulcrum and where the flipper is located in comparison to the pivot. The Urban EDC LC is the knife that won me over for front flippers, said Brandon. Chuck Nally said, my only front flipper is my Remet Rhino. WCN said, no on the Momo. That'd be ugly. Dude, the Momo is my kitchen knife at work. At work, I use that to chop up stuff. Chubbs said, glad I found your show. I love knives and bogey. Thank you, man. Dude, every Friday, come and hang out, man. Everybody will know your name. And this is where we all learn stuff. And it's a place where, the people that are in here, like knives and flashlights and cool EDC gear. A lot of us in here like pistols and things like that. I do some shooting. We talk about that also sometimes. I do a little bit of competitive shooting, USPSA style. I'm getting into that. That's fun. Prado said, please keep my dog in your thoughts. Cancer. Oh my gosh, with the $5 hair super chat. Sorry to hear that, Prado. Oh my goodness, man. Knives Fast said, just checking in for a minute. Well, what's up there, Knives Fast? We have a famous knife YouTuber in the hive right now. What's up, KC? William said, it's like Cheers, but with knives. Yeah. KC, how's everything doing, man? Hope your wife's doing all right, man. KB said, I used to think I would like a front flipper, but I picked up the Civivi Guile and then a Civivi Sakoki, and then I just bought a White Mountain Knife Banish XL and titanium exclusive. Now I'm a fan of them. Yeah. I remember when KC couldn't stand front flippers, and I think he can what's the word? I think he can stomach them now. But KC, Knives Fast, he will tell you that it depends on the flipper and its location compared to the pivot, because you can have a front flipper like the Beluga and it's pretty bad, but then you can have another one where it's way out front and it just is so easy and you're like, wow, this is a front flipper. And then you get front flippers that you can put your finger on the front. I did that left-handed. I'm right-handed, but this one you can go up front like this and you can over the top flip it. Ever Evolving said, please everyone, plus everyone here is respectable. John Geezer said, I saw the Olight is having a sale through Monday. You got an itch. We'll see you every Friday. That's my kind of viewing. Guns, knives, hunting. There we go. KO said, I can front flip my little ring bow. Zach said, I can't wait till Monday. My new Tenable Tarkin giveaway win will be here. Very nice. Wyoming said, I learned to front flip on the Beluga. Well, see, if you learned how to front flip on the Beluga, then any other front flipper is going to be easy, because that now look, don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing the Beluga, because the Beluga is a beast. It's a workhorse, a slicer, but the front flipper on that thing is tiny. If you miss that front flipper and your thumb slides off of it, it doesn't feel good. Knives Fast said, thank goodness for voice texting. He said, hey everybody, good to see you. Hard to type as I'm walking in the house getting the rest of my steps for the day. Oh, okay. Chuck said being a right-hander is a handicap. Lefties are ambi. General Zod, welcome to Scout Bees with a super chat. Yeah, and Knives Fast missed it. Earlier I was saying if Knives Fast was here right now, I would give away a Shiro to him, but he wasn't here, so he missed it. Andrew said concept strip front flipper is the best. Wyoming said, I agree, Bees. Zach, that's great. Oh boy, Bogart has grown and is huge. Yeah, Arnold, he has gotten to be a big puppy. He's a sleepy puppy tonight. I know he wants to lay down. I can tell just by the way he's acting because he's just a baby, just a bogey. Bees, how was your week? Sean, thanks for asking. It was a pretty good week. Not too bad. I'm just so you guys know, I'm planning my retirement. I met with a financial advisor. I'm thinking a couple years from now might be about the time for that to happen. Oh yeah, Soggy Bottom, the Olatan's Mini Mastiff. Man, that's a beautiful knife, dude. It is beautiful. Wyoming said he's a beautiful dog. Thanks, man. Normally he's smiling, but he's really tired. He's trying to like settle back. He just wants to lay down. This is the time of night when I finally sat on the couch and he absolutely loves me to scratch his head like this. He comes up like, you know how sharks go up to little fish and the little fish like clean them? That's what he does to me. He comes to me and wants me to just scratch on his eyes and his nose. I just scratch, look at him. He's so soft, but I just scratch all over his face and he just starts melting like butter. He loves getting his face scratched. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Choil said, you going to continue to do knife stuff after you retire? Yeah, when I retire, I'm going to go full time. Right now, I just do knife stuff part-time. When I retire, I'm going to step it up a notch because I love my job, but I love knife stuff. Knife stuff has grown to be more than my job. And when I retire, then I will be doing 40 to 60 hours a week on knife content because I really enjoy it. And I don't have nearly enough time to do half of the content that I want to do. I want to do an entire series on sharpening. I have so many things that I want to do. And I work 70 or 80 hours a week right now. And that's too much, but can't wait for the next chapter of my life. Retire at 55 and go full blown with YouTube. Jack Sloan said, I retired 10 years ago, then to Pine Valley, Utah, 7 years ago. Renthor said, OMG, the neck scritches. FZ Toy said, I had a great week, picked up a new to me low mileage, older generation Suzuki DRZ 400 Supermoto. Well, congratulations on that, dude. Chris said, I can't wait for the full-time Bees Blades channel. Dog One said, creatures that feel contentment, that evidence of something, so be sweet. Bees, what watch are you wearing? Said Dave. This is it's a Casio G-Shock metal series. I'll tell you exactly what it is here in a little bit. Dog One said, I'm retiring at 55 no matter what. As you can tell, he does not like his neck scratched. He does not enjoy it. You can see that he's so uncomfortable. He's about to fall over backwards. got a good spot. Oh, the puppers is in hog heaven. KB said, I'm shooting for 68, so 20 years. Oh, yeah, he likes the scratches. He likes the scratches from Pop Pop. The edifice, said Mark Dodson. You sure do a great job putting out daily videos as you work a full-time job on top of that. Thank you, Michael. Or no, Michelle. Need to put some drops in my eyes. Chris said, I may be in competition with Bogey for being tired today. He's just a baby. Puppy, I need to show him some more knives, bud. But I can't really do that holding a little puppy. Brandon said, my retirement plan is an inevitable massive coronary event. Chuck Nally said, trust me, you need something to keep busy when you retire. I'm a retired paramedic, and retirement can be boring change. I can tell you this with 100% certainty. When I retire, I will be busier than I am now, because I am into so many different things and so many different hobbies, and I don't have time to do them. I am an avid fisherman and don't ever get time to do that. I am an average shooter. I don't have near enough time to do that. Matter of fact, I bought a bunch of steel targets that I haven't even got to put up yet at the farm. We have a shooting range at the farm, and I also go to a local shooting range where I take classes. And I don't have enough time to do my knife content. I don't have enough time to do my sharpening content. I don't have enough time to go fishing. I don't have enough I have I'm a man of many what do you call it? Jack of all trades, master of none. It's better than being a master of one. I am definitely deep into many things, and I need the time to enjoy them. Ben Garza's retiring on December 1st. Congratulations, dude. Raybo's 1 year from retirement. Dude, this is cool. Big John said, I turned 54 next month. I'm hopefully returning next September on my 55th birthday. Choylap said, every one of my friends who have retired is busier. Yeah, getting to do the things you want. Michael said, ask your advisor about Plan G for the medical portion. Great benefits. Mower Part said, another wonderful evening. How did puppy deal with all the thunder? The puppy does fine. The thunder doesn't bother the puppy. The thunder bothers Berkeley. Berkeley does not care for it. Matter of fact, when I was making videos last week, Berkeley actually came down the stairs, and that's not something Berkeley does. Nice Fast said, my dad used to say an inch thick and a mile wide in place of my talents, master of none. I like that, dude. An inch thick and a mile wide in place of my talents. Dave said, my obituary will read, Dave died today, but was at work this morning. Mind Strength said, this group would be a great survival community. Mark Vaught said, I'm 56 and I have at least 10 years. Doing good, Dan. Stan, how are you doing? Said Wyoming. Yeah, I am looking forward to, I've worked at the same place for 33 years. I'm going to put in 35 and then move to the next chapter and do the things that I like this past week. The last couple of weeks, I haven't made as much content because you know what? You have to maintain a work-life balance. And I've been coming downstairs just about every evening and sharpening a knife because I love it so much. Using it in a different sharpening system. I'm trying out some new hybrid stones, some CBN stones. I love sharpening. And that's like my favorite at home pastime, something I can do that doesn't take a long time, right? If I'm not going to the shooting range or at work or making content, but that's something I've been doing recently is I'm trying out some new hybrid bonded stones. I really like what they're doing. Matter of fact, if this is any indication, I look around for a knife that I haven't sharpened yet. I'm like, where's a knife that, because most of my regular carries are all have a really good edge on them, right? All those have a good edge on them. So I opened up my CBB case and I was like, where's one? And I pulled out the brazen and started playing around with the stones. I put a mirror polished edge on the brazen just for the heck of it with these new hybrid bonded stone from UKSG. What are you doing? Why aren't you acting normal? Let me see. There we go. But this is the good old tried and true Civivi brazen. Look at that. Look at that edge. Ooh, so shiny. So sharp. And yeah. Oh my gosh. Sticky. It's 14C 28 end blade steel, baby. Just put that edge on it last night. Wipe it off. Yeah, I loved sharpen. It was so cool seeing you in Lefty's chat the other night. Beez said shot glass. Oh yeah, I was hanging out with Lefty last night, or I was in the chat. You will have to dull one on purpose, Beez. General Zod done that quite a few times. Troy said, I'm a disabled veteran, but retired when I was 51. So, yep, this was last night's knife sharpening therapy, if you will. A little shiny Mr. Fancy Pants on there. Look at that. Ooh, so shiny. Put a 17 degreeer on there. Isn't she pretty? Just for the heck of it, I went through my stones. I think I took this one up to 15,000 grit just because I wanted to. No other reason, rhyme, or purpose. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a shiny one. I haven't made a shiny one in a while. I usually don't go that high in grit, but boy, it does look good. And it is, whew, it is still sticky. Work Sharp has a new blade clamp for the pro, said John Geezer. You retired from your job and go to work for the wife, said Chubbs. Yeah, I pretty much, I run the house. I take care of everything. I don't have a honeydew list. I'm the king of this castle. Mrs. Beez is happy about that. Mark Dodson said 14C shines up real good. Just used my Carex to put a polished 18-degree edge on my KIZER Rook fixed blade in 10V. Ooh, very nice, KB. Jack said, just got the new Work Sharp clamp today. Very nice. You know, I gotta, there's so many things I want to do. Okay, I'm gonna show you some new knives after these messages. We'll be right back. No, just kidding. Share screen. Let's go over here and take a quick look-ski at the binge of the blade variety. The new Griffin Co. F3. I wonder, let me put on my glasses. Let me go full screen. Okay, when does this come out? When is let me go back to it. So this comes out August 20th. That's in a week. That's a nice looking knife. So the Griffin. Come on, let me see it again. So the Blade Binge exclusive Griffin Co. F3 drops on August 20th. And that looks like a comfortable handle. Look at that handle. Ooh. Oof. Oof. Let's see what we got here. Here's a knife I don't think I've ever heard. What is that? Kinnison Special Edition Stray. Oh, what is this? It's a good looking knife. What is this all about? What is this made out of? Frame lock, Kinnison, like new in box. Is that all you're going to tell me? You're not even going to, oh, come on. Who's the seller, man? You're not even telling me what the blade steel is or anything. It's $1,000. Give me some context. I really like those scales. It's kind of like snakeskin looking scales. That's kind of a dark picture. Let's see what this blade looks like. Ooh, look at that. Satin DLC. That is a good looking knife. Never heard of it. Little stair stepping there on the bolster. Looks like it has a good grind on it. Huh. That's a neat looking knife. The wife will be your new boss. I have the Urban EDC Griffin F3 and it's great, said Andrew. Okay, good to know. Nice Fast said Kinnison is a custom maker in the US. Okay. Now, see, if you want some, I'm glad, I love it when you're in here, Casey, because you have so much knife knowledge. Whoa, look at this. Hey, if you're into sharpening, I can tell you right now, this right here is the deal. The Alpha set of resin diamond stones, 7 pieces, $400. That's a fantastic set. You cannot go wrong. That's their Alpha. The resin bonded diamond stones. Those are really good. They will probably last you a lifetime. That's one of my top tier sets. I have like 3 top tier sets that I use, and I've used those probably 5 times in the last week to sharpen knives. It's when you go from the typical diamond plated stone to resin bonded or hybrid, the scratch pattern is so clean. There's a knitted 5 flute man Greg, carbon fiber. It's the same company that makes the Bull Terrier, ? Said Shot Glass. So Kinnison is a custom US maker. Very nice to know. Chavez spiral pin. What? You can get it. What? Chavez has a, whoa, 320. Ugh. You do get the fancy Chavez clip. Wow, 320 for a pin. I mean, I get it. It's just wow. Brian Brown. That's another knife that I haven't got to check out are Brian Brown knives. Now I have heard that name. Now, are Brian Brown, they're not custom, right? Aren't they factory? 300. That seems like a good price. That's a nice looking knife. Get a DLC usurper on the Endem said he has a DLC usurper on the way and he's beyond excited about it. On the Edge ordered an August 2026 Buck of the Month 110 folding Hunter Sport black Cerakoted Boss heat treated S35VN, one of 750. Well, congratulations, dude. Raybo said the Work Sharp Field Sharpener is my favorite sharpener. I can't tell you how many times I've touched up a blade with the Field Sharpener. Many times. There's a custom grind. Oh, that's pretty neat on the Spidey Chief. Spidey Chef. I like that. They put a little poon action on it. That's pretty cool. Urban Isurus Belt Satin DLC Van X and Black Crystal. Nafslander. Dude, I'm telling you what, the Nafslander, what's the biggest Nafslander? That's my favorite. That's the one that I like. It's in my my case of knives that I carry. I really like it. It's lightweight. It's a good size. Some of the landers are kind of small. There's I don't even know, an Arc Veil. Dorado S Black. Griffin Company Scout F3. That looks like a bruiser. Just from the looks of that handle, I bet it's very comfortable ergo-wise. Oh, We the People, the Bull Terrier. He said, it's a bad ace knife. On the Edge said, I think I'll be pulling these from Blade Binge. Make an offer, or you just may win one in a giveaway soon. Stay tuned. There's the Bulldog, TRM Bulldog. You know, I don't have any TRM knives. I think that Knives Fast should sell me a TRM Neutron for like 20 bucks. There's ProTech Malibu 3.3 with black textured handle, the classic. Mister's up there doing something. All right, I'm going to... Oh, look at that. Starry, starry night. I'm going to switch and show you guys a couple cool knives, but first I'm going to run upstairs real quick. We have a man here in the mountains called Wolf Creek Knives. Have you ever heard of Wolf Creek Knives? It sounds familiar, but that might just because it's Wolf Creek. Bebop said, man, I don't think my wife is going to let me play with y'all talking prices like that. Dude, we'll talk about some budget knives. Don't worry. Just turn the volume down. That Spidey Chef. Wow, said Dog One. Anyone have a favorite brass barrel pin? Said Soggy Bottom. I heard that, but have not seen it. Shot Glass. Hello from Dubai. We have Dubai. What's up, Dubai? Hello. I love it when people from other countries are in the hive. That's always exciting. I'm going to let you see what's on the table. I'm going to run upstairs, grab him a snack, and I'm going to go POTTY real quick. Yep, people are saying that's what earbuds are for. So give me just a minute. I'll be right back. And in the meantime, you can look at the knives on the table. It talks amongst yourselves. I know you guys are good at that. Let's see. Boy, that's not very lit up, is it? That's all right. I could change the resolution, but I don't think you guys are that concerned. I think you'll be all right, little fella. That's the knife that I'm wanting to show you. I'll be right back. some kibble. Got some kibbles and bits. There you go, puppy. And we're back. The dogs were out of water too. It is crazy how much 2 full-size golden retrievers drink a day. They put down some water. People said, yeah, I thought hard on the Flow Party hamster on Whatnot. Still kicking myself. On the Edge said, so I got an email about the little Chieftain 15V available at GP Knives today. I logged in, tried to pay for it. My card wouldn't go through. Don't know if it only lasted a few minutes or what. Big guy looks all alone up there. FZ Toy said pooping is sometimes a messy business. Not in my house. I installed a bidet. Yeah, best thing ever. I wanted to do it years ago, and I was like, finally did it. I can tell you one thing, not going through the toilet paper like we used to. Brandon said the dogs were out of water and Beez had too much. Yeah. I think his mic died and he was talking to himself. Yellow, hello. On the Edge said, hey, Beez, how's the missus? She is fine. She is currently making s'mores with her buddy. Looking at TAC, new intruder models. Clean Poopies rock. All right. Before I show you this next cool knife, I do have to work in the morning, so I'm not drinking any Coke Zero tonight. Tonight I'm drinking a Fresca. Little ASMR. Monster Hunter said, Beez, nice video today. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, dude. Now everyone else has to pee. I'm not going to lie. Right before the live stream started, when I was pouring my first Fresca, I barely got through half of the pour, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to go. So it got me then. Vern said, hey, Beez, I just ordered the KIZER Hawk Blade DLC on their sale. Any thoughts? The Hawk, dude, is really cool. I think mine is right here. Let's see. Is that the Hawk? No. Is that the Hawk? No. Where's the Hawk? Where's the Hawk? Ah, what just fell? Something knocked over. Is this the Hawk? I think this is the Hawk. You talk about this one right here, dude? Mark said, I think you poured a gallon out of that 12-ounce can. I did. Dark Ginger said that sound is torture to me. I think this is the Hawk. It is beautiful. Yeah, this is the Hawk. Look at that DLC. Oh, I'm a big sucker for DLC, man. I like oh, so shiny. I like shiny things. We all had to take a pee, even the head honcho. Just wait until you get older. Washing your hands will make you need to go. I tell you what gets me every time is at night when I'm filling up the coffee maker for the morning. Pouring 12 cups into the coffee maker gets me every time. Yeah, there. That is pretty. I don't know how much the Hawk is. Yeah, the all blacked out shiny DLC. It is a good knife. It's nice, man. Let's see what people were saying. Okay, so I can break the detent with the front flipper and swing it open, said William. You're losing all your fizz. That's literally the worst sound ever. I'm confused. On the Edge said, I'm confused by a bidet. Can't quite figure out how it's supposed to function exactly. I get the purpose, but I don't understand. it cleans you quickly and efficiently 100 times better than wiping ever could. It cleans you off, and then all you do is use a small bit of toilet paper to dry off the water. And you're absolutely clean every time. You'll never be cleaner. You'll never have the itchies. You'll never have to wipe 50 times if it's a messy one. Yeah. Hey, we're talking about bidets here. Look, everybody poops. Isn't that a kid's book? Everybody poops. But yeah, bidets is awesome, dude. It's awesome. You're clean. You're like, boom, you're clean, and then quick dry, and you're ready to rock and roll. You'll never be cleaner. Nothing compares. And easy to install. Probably took me like 7 minutes. It was like, there's all kinds of different ones you can get. No skid marks. Yep, you got it. Does it ting? You facing the wall, Bebop? No, you're not facing the wall. You sit and you literally install it on your own toilet. You just buy them at like 30, 40, 50 bucks, depending on which one you get. It installs, take the seat off, you put it on, you put the seat on, you hook up the water. And after you go, there's a dial on the right. You just turn on the dial, you're clean, you turn it off, and you dry, and you're good. That's all. There's nothing. It is kind of a mystery because we don't know about that in America for the most part, right? But literally, it just goes. And you take your seat off, put the bidet thingy on, and there'll be a little dial over here where you can turn it up or down. When you're ready to clean, and you put the bidet on, put the seat back on, and it just becomes part of it, and that's all there is to it. You get done, you go, you're clean, quick dry. You'll never be cleaner. You'll use like, I don't even know how to describe. You're not gonna ever use like tons of toilet paper and be worried about clogging up your toilet or any of that stuff. Your toilet paper use will go like all the way down because you're only using just a small little bit just to dry off the water, and that's it. You're clean. GI said there's a drying mechanism also. There are probably some out there that have that, but not mine. Mine was like $40 or $50, and it's awesome. Motor said, just picked up a Civivi Vision FG today. Thing is a cutter. It's a fun one too. Shot Glass said, my friend had shoulder surgery and they installed a bidet because she couldn't reach with the other hand. Yes. And before the year over, my current game plan is I'm going to be getting a hip replacement. So that's going to be nice. Is the mint for smell or taste? Said All American Shooter. My first was in a hotel suite, said Dog One. Bebop said it's 2 different devices in foreign land. Oh yeah. Yeah. In a foreign land, they have a thing that's just a bidet. But anyway, okay. Time to show you something cool. I'm ready to get this thing out and show you some awesome coolness. Give me just a second. Where's my little charging cord that I'm always looking for? Yeah. Let me find this guy. Plug this in. Okay, people of Earth, you people. Got to be careful about peeing on the toilet seat if there's no TP to clean it off, said GI. Well, you still have TP. John Geezer said 300 gets you warm water and a blow dry. So there you go. You could go fancy with it and you can get them with heated water and a blow dryer. Yeah, gosh, you can get those Japanese toilets that cost like thousands of dollars. Nick Flammel said, think I'm getting a Vision FG next. Gonna wait for the knives I already ordered though. Just had hip replacement, undergoing physical therapy now. Chubbs, how's that going, man? Pretty painful for the first couple of weeks, or what am I looking at? I have to do my next step. I am almost done. They did me on a 10-day taper of prednisone, and I only have it a couple more days. You guys know what's getting ready to happen, right? But I did some prednisone, and then I'm going on some kind of NSAIDs, and then I have to go to sports medicine, physical therapy in a week or two. And yeah, the process has started. I went to the surgeon. He said, so how long has your hip been bothering you? I said, about 15, 20 years. All right, I'm putting a link in the chat. I'm going to pin this link. Will it fit? Yes. Yes, it did. Okay. All right. This is some absolute coolness. This is the Mirrornex Knives Loose Cicada. Would you look at it? Would you just look at it and all of its mirrorness? This is as mirror polished as a knife could possibly be. Here's this side of it. Oh, I dropped it. I just pulled a case. Oh, it's slick. I should have my black gloves on so I won't drop it. Dropping it's not an issue. It's just that I just don't have any grip on it because it's slickery. Let me put the black gloves on. I call these brisket gloves, because when we go to get city barbecue, it reminds me of the guy that's cutting the brisket. Okay, now let's try this again. Now I can hold on to it. So here's the Loose Cicada by Mirrornex. There's that side. Here's this side. Oh man, I got it all. Gotta clean it off. Okay, here's this side. You can see that it's very, very, what's the word? Very symmetrical. And then let's see. Oh, here's something else I'll tell you about it before I show you the knife. This is one solid integral piece. As you can see, there are no screws. No screws on this side. No screws on this side. Get out of the cat food. And then here's the blade. Would you look at that? Oh my. Yeah, look at that. It has a hidden locking mechanism, hidden button. I've yet to try to take it apart yet. I haven't had time to really think about it. Like, it is difficult to show this knife, but look at the blade. Now check this out. Right here on this side, right here in the middle, you push this right there, and that releases the blade, unlocks the blade like that. They have this version, and then they have another version that has a pocket clip if you so wish to carry one. Sounds fantastic. Now, let me show you some mirror polishness. There's the chat in the blade. Look at that. There's on the edge. You can see yourself in the chat. And then here's the handle. Same story. Let's see. Oh, boy. That makes my shoulders hurt. There you go. There's the handle. The handle is equally as mirror polished. It's just very convexed. Tell me that's not some coolness. Paul Cooper said it looks like a mini lightsaber. Let me see what you guys are saying. That thing, good thing it wasn't Humpty Dumpty. Looks like it should go with the bidet. I don't know why. It just has that aura. Looks like a surgical instrument. It's, yes, Brandon, it definitely, when I see Mirrornex knives, it makes me think of Flight of the Navigator movie, for sure. Put that on Beez blooper reel. The turn your head and cough gloves. Yeah. Dark Ginger said, I see scratches. How? It hasn't touched anything. No, I don't see any scratches. It hasn't really touched much of anything. In your first week or two, you need a walker, but the pain is not that bad. Oh, okay. I forgot about that question. That's a wet bar soap. A walker, but the pain is not that bad. Okay, cool. Yeah, I really don't like the idea of having to take like I don't want to take opioids or anything like that. General Zod said, but will it cut? It Looks like it will. I don't know. Do I want to cut anything with it? It's a masterpiece. It's a showpiece. Is it sharp? I'd never in a million years want to carry that dirty up. Yeah, this one is one you carry in a pouch, because this one's to look at. This is just, you just want to look at it. Looks like a mini lightsaber. Looks like something from the 70s or 80s rock album graphic. Hey, Beez. Hey, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good evening, said Lion Not a Sheep. Yeah, isn't that just neato? And the locking mechanism is just so cool that it's integrated into the integral. And it comes with like this metal spud thing that you must have to stick down inside there to disengage something. I haven't looked into how to do it, but again, this right here, you push this. Let me see if I can get the light just right. You push here. See how this side looks just like this side? Everything is symmetrical. They put a lot of time into it. But that's how you disengage it right there. And it just disappears into the handle. Whoo, mama. Raybo said, give it away, give it away, give it away now. It sounds smooth and fluid. Yeah. GI said, looks like a knife the holy diver would carry. It is cool. Yeah, it's hard to have the proper lighting to even see it, but that's also kind of the allure, is just that it's so reflective, Let's see if we can show the chat in the blade again. Can't remember which way I held it. There we go. Look at that. You can see yourself in the mirror next. Lucicada. If you are susceptible to having a depth of comfort that you had while young, opiates reminded me, very compelling, don't do it. What? The lines in the handle look so great, said Ian Wheeler. Yeah, I don't like taking any kind of pills or any kind of medication. I just with my personality, I don't think opiates would be a good idea. So after my hip surgery, I'll probably just take Tylenol and Motrin or whatever. I'm looking forward to not having a hip pain. My hip has been hurting me for 15 years. Chubbs said, yes, sir, Beez. The last 2 years have had neck surgery and knee and this hip surgery done to much when younger military and chem plant, too much lifting heavy things. Yeah, my next surgery will probably be like in 2 years, like probably right after I retire. On the Edge said, I would very much like that one to cut my steaks, Mr. Beez. Yeah, this would be a great steak cutter. Take this to Longhorn Steakhouse. Beez, never seen a knife more worthy of a DLC. Take your meds and do your therapy. I'm definitely going to do my therapy. Yes, Beez, you could fry some ants with that baby. Isn't she pretty? Okay, let's back that out. Get out of face. Okay, opiates are the only thing helping my back, said Raybo. Yeah, I know they're a necessary thing. Sometimes that's the only thing you can do. I'm just saying that if at all possible, I am going to try to steer clear of them, because I'm the kind of guy that would fall into that. That's why I quit drinking, because I never know. I never know when enough is enough, right? Let me just look at me in knives. I get into knives, I get into shooting, whatever I get into, I go. Ian said they do have less levels of them, less addicting. Okay. All right. Turbo Tim just had a hernia surgery and they gave him opioids, but he didn't take them. Opiates are the only thing helping my back. I'm doing fine on them. Okay, that's good. Good. Yeah, well, I think that's the key, is if you just take what is prescribed as only as much as you need it and stop. I think that's probably the big key there. Okay, let me take this dude off here, unpin that message. And I'm going to remind you all about Beez Blades memberships. If yours has lapsed or something like that, I will be posting a video very soon that is going to be an entry video where you can make a comment, and I will be giving away a very nice knife on every live stream for a good while, and it'll be a separate giveaway during every Friday night for a channel member. So I showed earlier just an example of the tier of knives that I'm going to be giving away now. This is just one of the many knives. The Remet Steed will be one of them. This dude right here is, I'm not going to go into how good it is. I did that earlier in the live stream, but this is an example of what I'm going to be giving away on live streams to channel members. So here's the key. If you're a channel member or you become a channel member, make sure you go to Beez Blades YouTube channel, and where it says subscribed, click that little V and make sure you hit all notifications. That's how you'll know that a channel member video dropped, is notifications, right? But yeah, the Remet Steed is it is a button actuated frame lock, and I think it's a 390. It's DLC, has the fat carbon fiber, the blue. Yeah, look at that. Hope I have a Remet luck since I ordered a camel, said Nick. Oh, there you go. She's a looker. Beautiful brother, said On the Edge. Love that knife. Look at that steed. If a member wins a giveaway, can they win again, or they're out of future giveaway, said Michael Miller. For that particular video, we're going to spread it out. And then once that one runs its course, then I'll do another series, because that will probably last several weeks. So it'll be an extra bonus during the live stream that some channel member is going to win a knife on the live stream. That's where it'll be announced, and I'm going to make it at a certain time, so everybody, all the channel members, I'm not going to make them wait until midnight. I'm going to probably do the channel member giveaway drawing at like 10:30. Which is a pretty decent time when most folks can either stay up that late or get in that early if they're on the West Coast. More to come. Rolf Robertson said, I've been collecting Remet for a bit now. What an ad that would be for the collection. Magic mirror necks in my hand. Who is the fairest blade carrier in all the land? Exactly. Dark Ginger said, I go into work at 11. If my name is drawn, can I still be the winner? There you go. I think I answered that question already. How about that? See, that's why I was saying earlier that I came up with this idea that's going to be really good for logistics. It's going to be good for people that want to know, and it's going to be good for me. So I'm not mailing out 15 knives at one time, because that's just a logistical nightmare for me time wise. Dark Ginger said Beez. Okay, I read that. I go in at 11. Yeah, the winner. You won't have to be present to win on the member giveaway, the member giveaways each week. But you will be able to timestamp and stuff like that. I'm getting all that worked out. On the Edge upgraded his membership to Beezkeeper status with a super chat. My man, look at that. And I see his On the Edge is this right here, which is Shagadelic. Thank you, man. Supporting the channel. And also when I do my first knife sale, channel members are the knives are going to go up, and channel members are going to get first dibs, and they will get an automatic discount. And then once that sale is over, the knives that aren't sold, that channel members don't buy, will go up to the general public, and they will cost more, because channel members will be getting a nice discount. On the Edge said, it may not last, but I will try. Dude, Beezkeeper status. Thank you very much, man. He's highfalutin, and I really appreciate the support. Sean Knapp said, I've been carrying my camel daily since I got it like 1.5 months ago. Hey, you know what? The Camel's no joke, man. It is a really good knife. It's a good price too. What do these run? Like $50? They're 14C. They're a good deal. They're a really good deal. Top liner lock. Great action. I mean, just listen to that sound. Brandon said, "What up, Beez Bladers? I'm putting a mirror polished edge on my Bel Air right now, but I'm here." Dude, that's what's so cool. I did the same thing last night. I had Lefty EDC live stream on while I was sharpening a knife. I mean, that's the best of both worlds. You're hanging out with knife people and doing knife stuff, right? That's why this is so cool. Shot Glass said, "Aren't they under $40?" I'm not sure. $37. There you go. $37. I have a link right here that will take you to them. Right here. It's in your chat. Ready, go. Brandon said, "I was telling you last night, I just hit 4 years sober, Beez. Congratulations on 4 years sobriety." And you know what? That's a perfect thing. If anyone would like to announce a sobriety anniversary right now, by all means. That's an achievement, and it's a big deal. Loving all the blades, said Lula's World. I still carry my Camo often, and yes, it's still $37. Sean Knapp, $38. Yeah. It's a good knife, and I like the forward choil. It's comfortable. It's a great blade shape. It's good stuff. Joe Kasprick's been a member for 14 months with a super chat. Joe, he said, "I hope everyone has an amazing weekend." Thanks, Joe. Morphine does nothing for me, said Raybo. William said, "That's a lot of days in a row, my dude. Congrats." Yes, absolutely. 4 years. Do you have tricks to save my drop bear I mentioned before? Can I email you pics? Ian, do you have tricks to save my drop bear? What was it you told me? What did you say? Save your drop bear. Remind me. Ian Wheeler, almost 6 years sober. Congratulations. Chubb said, "Beez, love your show, but I have to get up early, so calling in tonight. Be back next Friday." Thanks for hanging out, dude. I'll see you next week. Have a good weekend too, man. Ray, what did you take that straw? Hard part about sobriety is starting, said Soggy Bottom. Ian said, "Maybe anonymous, but it saved my life." They're talking about that. Does it work well? Okay, let's see. I'm zoomed in again. What's another knife I haven't shown you this evening that was on the channel? I showed you that one, that one, that one. Oh, here's another one. Here's one I haven't shown. This one I think is going to be the Zen. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Here's a link, 10% code. But another Nyclad, man. Nyclad is just good stuff. They just appeared, and I have 8 knives from Nyclad now, and they're all, gosh, the fit, finish, action, ergos, like they're good stuff. There's the Zen. I don't know if it's XEN or ZEN, but I don't know. I put a link in the chat. On the Edge said, "Oh, wait, where the bell is at the bottom, or is there another link for members only?" What? He said, "Where another link for members only." So on the Edge, what'll happen is when I post a video or a post, anything that's members only, you'll get a notification. You'll get notified. And also another way, golly, I put that bright. Another way that members will know that I put up the video is it will be in the community post. So you could just go to Beez Blades channel, and, at the top where it says playlists, and there's different tabs. One of the tabs is posts or community posts. When you click on that, channel members will see that post. Only channel members will see that post of the entry. All American Shooter said, "I would be, but don't have any money for gas." Daily Planet said, "Love that blade architecture." Yeah, let me give you a up close look at this dude. I like these lines. I like how they broke it up. You know, I love titanium, but I love titanium more when it has some kind of milling, something to break it up. And, you know, a lot of titanium has the diagonal lines. I really like that. But this, just that little bit just totally changed the look of this one. And it's a good looking knife, and it's very comfortable. It's contoured. If you're under a doctor's care, you're not an addict, although you would be dependent. Lion said, Alcoholic Anonymous saved my life, but I did everything table junkie. If it was on the table, I was doing it. Fentanyl started coming into play towards the end of my run, scared the heck out of me. Lion said, in 1 week, I will have 15 months clean. Congratulations, dude. That is freaking awesome. It would be hard to be a knife collector and be hooked on something, because then you wouldn't have the money to buy knives, right? So, yeah, Nightclad, man, coming in strong, coming in hot. And then what's this one we showed? This one is, what time is it? Oh, my gosh, it's already 10:22. Oh, my gosh. Okay, because I told myself I'm going to end in it with enough time to get some decent sleep tonight. Ian said, keep up the good work, Lion. Man, YouTube is going full tilt on the ads tonight every 5 or 6 minutes. Wow. Reich Viper 3 vibes, said Sean. Glad you pulled it together, Lion. Zach Kennard, hello, my friend. Timothy Gill, 4 years and 6 months. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, I've told a couple of people, I was like, man, if there's a lot of folks that have recovered and discovered knives and gave them something a lot more fun, a lot more productive, a lot more enjoyable to put their time and energy into. Yeah, I'm liking this. This is the Wixco. What is it? The Wixco Splark. The name kills me. The Splark. It's almost like it was going to be a spork, but they changed it to the Splark. Has a funny name, but it is a cool knife. It's very nice. Very, very nice. The Wixco Splark. I like this blade shape. That's a good blade shape. It's kind of, I don't know if you'd call that K-tipish, but it's still, boy, it's very, so pointy. Or as Stassi, pokey. Monster Hunter said, giveaway Beez. I don't want to win. Just a Beez Blades patch for me, please. Adult fidget spinners. Yeah, you got it, Bebop. That's what they are. Adult fidget spinners with multiple uses. I know some knife collectors use their knives more than others. I use my knives, the knives that I carry, I use them a lot for everything you can imagine. I definitely get good use out of my knives. And once you go down the rabbit hole of knife sharpening and you get those screaming edges on your knives, I don't know about you, but me, if my knife isn't screaming sharp, all I want to do is sharpen it. I mean, once it's sharp, I love cutting with it. But then when like a Mylar bag or any kind of plastic or something, if it doesn't just glide through and it catches, I'm like, oh, got to sharpen it. Or got to touch it up. Got to strop it, right? Sean said, just keep a Band-Aid handy. Hospital treats me like a med seeker. It sucks, said Rebo. On the edge, not a bad thing. Me too, shot glass, me too. Okay, 1024. So I'm gonna do two things here. I'm gonna zoom out, and then I'm going to run over here, take one more look at the binge, and then I'm going to show you all the stuff in tonight's GAW. All right, let's see if we see something else. I love doing I made a blade binge video. I made 2 blade binge videos this week, and I'm going to have to redo them because it messed up and you can't see me on the screen. And I just don't think people just want to watch blade binge scrolling by with some guy's voice in the background. Let's see what we have here. You know, I wouldn't mind having another Shiro someday. TRM Bulldog. I'm going to go 200 per page. I beat my knives up and sharpen them to hair popping sharp, but if I like a knife a lot, I'll buy one for a user and save queen, said Brandon. I like that idea. That's a good idea. Justin Pauly said, yes, Beez, I hear you on that. Bought the Pioneer recently. It's taking my sharpening game. Oh, yeah, dude. Congrats on that, dude. I mean, it's so enjoyable to have a knife sharpening system. You know, this is a knife that bit me last week. I think it was this one. I was getting ready to sharpen it, and I had it in the clamp and just barely touched it behind my my middle finger. The Civivi Cetos. That is a beautiful knife. I love the looks of it. It's right here on my stand. I really like it. Here, let me show you. It was right behind me on the stand. It's just such a good looking knife. I like the feel of it. It's not like the most fidgety knife in the world. I just really like the aesthetics and the feel. I love the blade shape. I love the handle shape. I like the wood handle on it. What was the EOS knife a couple rows up? Oh, well, look. Go give away a knife or knives next. Touching up my Taipan, said P Dags. Justin said, I hear you on that. Oh, okay. Same about sharpening, said P Dags. Opie, hi Beez. What's up, CB Rob? Yeah, so anyway, back to here. What you said, what was the knife a couple rows up? I don't know. Let's look. A couple rows up. What'd you say? Mick Ranger said, I really like wood scales. They look classic. They do, don't they? Bebop said, any left-handed? Oh, there's a lot of ambidextrous knives. Talk about the Chavez Scapegoat, or hey, B, serious question about a bidet. If I set it up properly for a female to use to clean 2 spots, does a man not get the beans? And we, I don't know how it works with. I don't know how it works with males and females. You don't know Midwest talk, Bees, said J1 Doobie. I don't know what you said. What do you talk about? I don't know Midwest talk. I live in the Midwest. Spyderco Superleaf, said GI. TRM Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Yeah, I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but I am. There's a Met Rhino for $50. KIZER Vanguard Matteo Pignatelli Madrax. QSP Hawk. That's a great knife. That's a really good one. The Hawk is nice and snappy, has great action. Oh yeah, this is a good place. You can get some nice drivers. I have this right here. This little pocket driver stash tool has come in handy many times. I have several little driver sets like that. They always come in handy. Golden Design Works Standard Gulf Texture. That's a good one. Berg Blade Sweeney. Now see, that's a good looking knife. That kind of reminds me of the KIZER Militaw. Boker Plus Max, Crispy Donut Community, CDC Hansen, the Halt by ATK. It was right there on the screen. Spyderco Superleaf, unless my mind is playing tricks on me, said GI. Spyderco Superleaf. I don't know. Let me type in Superleaf. Superleaf. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Superleaf. Let's see what happens when I hit Superleaf. Nothing. Oh, wait a minute. See what's happening. We got a black screen. Okay. Spyderco Superleaf. Rare and discontinued. Like new in box. Huh. Well, look at that. How about that? Shot Glass said, I have a Vortex. Great little knife. Needed to clean it in oil, but after that, it's been fantastic. Very snappy. Looking forward to XL version that's coming soon. Ah, okay. All right. So okay, we're gonna switch gears, and I'm gonna go rock and roll because tonight we're not going as late as we normally do because I have to work tomorrow, and I can't just go upstairs and go to bed. I have to go upstairs, take my contacts out, take a breath, let Bogey hop in my lap, give him some scratches, and calm down because I get all hyped up on Mountain Dew. No, I get a little, I'm having my mind going shoom, 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 and thinking 3 things to make sure everything is flowing properly during the live stream. You put this Mirrornex back in its case so it won't get scratched. Keep it all pretty. Let's see, where do we want to go? We want to go down here. Then we want to go like this. Put you right there. Just like that. And then bring you in. Okay, boy, I must have drank a lot of water tonight because I'm floating again. How is that even possible? I'm probably going to have to run upstairs real quick. What the heck is going on with me? Oh, my goodness, you guys, the stuff. I'm not going to spend forever doing this gall, but boy, we got some cool stuff in here. Let me get down to the swaggy swag. We have some primo knives, people of Earth. So I'm waiting for the Tackray Tyron 2 set on the edge. Dude, you're going to like it. It's so... My Tyron? Oh, is it upstairs? Where's my Tyrons? Oh, they're upstairs. Little sticks. No, wait a minute. My Tyron. Not my Tyron. Oh, yeah. Tyron 2, dude. The 2, dude. Get me sidetracked, but man, I love these knives. They're so good. Tackray Tyron, dude. I mean, it's just I have a thing for the slender knives that are still comfortable and still very usable. Man, did we ever see if those knives were UV reactive? I don't think any of these are. No, none of the knives that I showed tonight are UV reactive. No, afraid not. I'm going to run upstairs real quick. I'll be right back, and then we'll do this gall. Okay. I was too young to have back problems. Full-time pain since 2001. I crawl in the bathroom every time. Okay, here we go. Let me put some blinks in and show you what's in this here gall. Let's go full screen with it, baby. Ready? Swing. Okay. First, for some swaggage. On the edge said needs all kinds of stuff replaced. First thing we have here is a brand new, I found some swag when I was going through some stuff. Here is a brand new, in the plastic, Artisan Cutlery microfiber cloth. That's very nice. And then, wow, what is this giant sticker? Doomsday Scouts. Giant sticker, Doomsday Scouts. Here's HWG Knives and EDC. And then here's a Weldon Carry sticker. And there's a knife sticker from CJRB. Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And then, oh yeah, we got all kinds of cool stuff. We got a Wii sticker. And then what is this? Carry Your Passion, Best Tech Knives. have a nice collection of stickers. We have a Said Stevie sticker. I just bought a bunch of beard products from him on EDC Roundtable. Here's a Sin Cut. There's another knife. And then here is a Civivi Vision FG. And it sounded like a couple people in here were either wanting one or got one. Or one's on the way. And there's a Sin Cut sticker. And then Abso-Forking-Lutely Not by Blade HQ. And then a Dark Mode sticker from Blade Binge. And then look at this. We have a Jasper EDC and a Flightanium. And then Mr. On the Edge himself, Mr. Beekeeper himself. Look at that with it. And he also, this is not a sticker. This is a magnet from On the Edge EDC. He is a channel member, Beekeeper. Thank you very much. And a Sin Cut sticker. And then another knife sticker. We have a lot of knife stickers in here. And then, oh yeah, let me keep her moving, boys. We have a KIZER. And then we have another KIZER. And then Spider Knives EDC, which is very cool. And then CJRB, who finally came out with some cool stickers. CJRB, cool stuff. And then look what I found. We have a Tri-Stash sticker. That's from when I got the Tri-Stash V2. How about that? And then EDC Roundtable sticker. Zero Forks Given from Blade HQ. Kerplop said, love the lock on that Vision. So easy to get used to. Oh, yeah. We got all kinds of cool stuff. And then we have a sticker from Rebel Rouser 777. And then I'm setting aside the Beez Blade sticker. We'll do those last. And then here's another Blade HQ sticker. And then a Desert Warrior sticker from Blade HQ. And then the Boker Mermaid sticker. And then these new giant stickers from Blade HQ. Look at that. Stabbing through a piece of pizza. Pizza. And here's one in an ice cream cone. Giant stickers. Spider Co sticker. It's not something you get every day. QSP sticker. And then, oh yeah, we have more to come. Stand by. Flightanium. Very nice. And then another Flightanium. I'm going to be giving one of these away, or I'm going to be giving away a balisong in the next week or two from Flightanium. It's a trainer, like fidget trainer type balisong. There's a Civivi sticker. And look at this. Splitting Slices couldn't be here tonight. He's doing some family things, spending some time with family. Mr. Byron K. Spitting Slices. That's me when I'm making content. I spit all over the place. Metal Relic. Very nice stickers from Metal Relic. And then here's another big old Blade HQ sticker. And then check this out. Top Diggity Dog. Top Dog. We got a Top Dog sticker. And then, I don't think he's in here anymore, but we have an old school Knives Fast sticker in here. This is a classic Knives Fast sticker. This is not a sticker. This is actually a Band-Aid. So if you cut yourself, you can have this Band-Aid handy. Put it in your wallet or something. It's a donut Band-Aid. How about that? And then here's a Shed Knives sticker. Here's another knife. So several knife stickers in there. That's cool. And then this is for Mr. Ken Faulkner. Look at this. I have no blade safety. I have the power. This is a Band-Aid for Mr. Ken Faulkner. Ian Wheeler said it's not enough of big enough Band-Aid. Well, how big are you cutting yourself, man? Chef Rocky. And then another KIZER sticker. And then we have an NBEDC sticker. White Mountain Knives, good old White Mountain Knives. And then here I have some, a couple other cool things. Let's see. Can't remember what that came with. And then look at this. This isn't a Top Dog sticker. This is a Top Dog magnet. You can put that on your fridge. How about that? Coolest magnet on the planet. And then here's a patch from Blade HQ. Abso-forking-lutely not. And then here's a pin from Niagara. They are a steel company. They're in the knife world. And then here is a Rebel Rouser 777, what do you call this? Wristband. And carabiner. It's not one to be used for carabining, but nice little keychain carabiner. You can hook on whatever your heart's desire. What guy doesn't like a good carabiner, right? And then a couple QSP penguins, because everybody needs a penguin, right? They weeble and they wobble and they don't fall down. You can tell if you win, you can say, I won 2 QSP penguins from Beez Blades. There's 2 of them. And then here's a Chup Chup. You know, while you're unboxing your stuff, you can have a sucker and then a poopin'. We got a poopin'. we did talk about pooping tonight. I mean, you know, everybody does it. And then here's just something. I try to throw something oddball in. This is a leveler for my shelves behind me that I don't want or don't need. So there, you can have a Beez Blades leveler. And then here is a have a knife a day. Have a knife day. What do you call that? A wristband. And then a Vu Fam. I don't know where Vu is. There's a Vu Fam patch. And then here's a little keychain. It's another QSP penguin. Look at that. So you get 3 penguins. You can say you won 3 penguins. Here's a Riot sticker. You're going to be swagged out. There's a ginger candy. I found one. I don't know if I have any. I think that might be the last one, but I have it on good authority that more are on the way. And then here's another patch for all you patchies from Flytanium. That's a cool little patch. And then here is a Top Dog rubber band. he always sends his stuff so well packaged. And there's a giant rubber band. Flip that at somebody. Okay, hold on. Let me scoot up closer here. All right. Here's a Beez Gnome keychain. Got the keychains. And then here's a Beez Blades patch. Very nice. Very, very nice. A little bit of Beez Blades patchness. And then we have a Blade Binge patch. All kinds of patches in here. Nice Blade Binge patch. Shout out to Blade Binge for sending those. And then a Mrs. Beez, a Queen Bee sticker. And then Beez Blades, don't cut yourself. And then a Beez Blades, pow, right in the kisser. And then right in perfect order, I have to reset the camera. Just no big deal. It just takes me a second. Okay, let's get this camera back up and rolling, folks. Osmo Pocket 3, and there we go. Add to stage. Stage left. There we go. Like the live stream, you dirty heathens, said CB. I don't know about taking candy from a stranger, said Bebop. Contents of the phone table drawer. I bought a knife from a Heavy Knife Day on BB, Crazy Knife Day, Crazy Sharp Edge. Dog One said I had the best Beez giveaway right at Thanksgiving. Everybody was delighted. Stole my top sticker though. Okay. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Can you guys hear me? We good? Here's a just look at it sticker from Beez Blades. Somebody say something. Are we still there? You guys, you hear me? We good? Thank you. Thank you, Mark. And then what's in your cart, designed by Mrs. Beez. And then a blinker fluid sticker from Beez Blades. And then a Beez Blades sticker, of all things. And then another Beez blade sticker. Mrs. Beez, look at it. Would you just look at it? And then this is a veteran's coin. Do not keep this coin if you're not a veteran. It's a very nice challenge coin for a veteran. Find a veteran to give this to and tell them the knife community thanks them for their service. If you are a veteran, do keep it and display it proudly, or carry it, or whatever you want to do with it. But if you're not a veteran, this coin will speak to you in the middle of the night. It will wake you up and say, you know, you have to give this to a veteran. You can't keep that, right? This is meant for a veteran. So it's not hard to find a veteran. Most of us are related or know one. It's not difficult to find one. Go to your local police department, your local fire department, your VFW, find a veteran, thank them for their service. And then we also have this guy right here from Mrs. B. She buys us some neat little things, little add-ons. Our little Beez Blades alien. That's what we call him. Look at that. He's just a happy dude. Just sitting there, you know, just minding his own business. Yeah, I didn't want to say stolen valor. I didn't want to say stolen valor, but you know, it's like kind of like you know, it'll keep you up at night. Like, oh, I gotta find somebody to give that to. Okay, here we go. First knife. I don't know which one this is. I can't remember. I don't know what the model is, but the first one on the docket is okay. So it has a lanyard. It's a Ned Foss. This one's in D2. It's the Swan, the Ned Foss Swan. Very comfortable, man. It's a bruiser. Whew. Let's see. Has good action. Feels very solid. So the Ned Foss Swan. There's your first knife in tonight's giveaway. Put that back in the box. So that's knife number one, is a Ned Foss Swan. Put that there. And then next up, from Mr. On the Edge himself, sent this in for giveaway. If you want to send anything to the channel, like knives, gear, flashlights, anything like that you want to do something kind for someone and put it in a giveaway, just like Mr. On the Edge did. This guy, thank you very much, On the Edge. He sent this for a giveaway. An i3E EOS, a brand new Olight, 90 lumens. These are fantastic. I'm going to leave it in the package, but you will get so much use out of this. And these are like the best gift to give people. 90 lumens. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, On the Edge. And speaking of On the Edge, he also sent in a Vosteed. You ready for this? This is a Vosteed, knife number 2, a Vosteed from On the Edge. It's a raccoon. Look at that. And he even labeled it. I think Top Dog is giving him lessons on labeling. Check it out. I mean, who doesn't like a good raccoon, right? Which one's this one's 14C? Yeah, 14C 28 blade steel, baby. Look at that. And you know what? I like a bright knife when I'm working outside, so I can like set it down or throw it and find it. I mean, who doesn't like a good Vosteed? I mean, man, the raccoon is just such a good design. They nailed it. They hit the nail on the head with the raccoon. Look at that. How about that? Yeah, I like the orange. Akers said it's been on my list for a while now. Dude, it's a great knife. All right, so there we got a raccoon. That's knife number 2. And then here's one that I've had for quite a while. I don't know the name of it, but you could always look it up. It's from Elite Tactical. And let's see what this bad boy looks like. Ooh, that's sharp and pointy. Elite Tactical. What's the steel on this one? This is the Elite Tactical Traverse. It's crossbar lock. Let's see. Crossbar works very well. Thumb studs work. Well, I like that blade shape. That's sharp and pointy. Elite Tactical. So there's your third knife of the night. The Traverse. Okay. All right. So we have two more, and the next two knives are, we're going up a notch. Also, I'm including this from We Knife. This is a packet. It's never been opened. It's still sealed. I'm guessing it probably has maybe a keychain, microfiber cloth. I don't know. It has some thickness in there. I don't remember what's in it, but I'm going to give you the joy of breaking the seal. So you're going to get this We Knife packet, We Civivi. I don't know. It feels like there's a few things in there, maybe a patch or two. I don't know what all's in there, but there's stuff in there. It's like about that thick right there. So there you go. There's a We packet. Now, let's see. Do you see what we're stepping in here, people? Do you see what's going on? We have an artisan cutlery. And if you watched all my videos this week, you know which one this is. Because I said I was going to put it in a giveaway. At least I believe I said that. Are you ready, Freddy? First primo knife of the night. I mean, these are all great. The raccoon is really great. But going up to premium materials, we have here the Artisan Darkwing. Look at that bad boy. Hoo, 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 mamacita. Look at that. The Darkwing. Someone is going to win. And this knife is, it's a knife that when you look at it, it looks like it wouldn't be comfortable. It looks weird, you know, hand-wise. My goodness. Look at this. See this this curvature right here? Look. It's so good. I mean, this knife is just so good. What's the blade steel on this one? S35VN blade steel, baby. Smooth as all get out. Front flipper, thumb hole, reverse flick, thumb studs, titanium handle. This is easily a $200 knife. This is probably like $198. I'm guessing. It's probably a $200 knife. Look at that. Brand new out of the box. It's literally been flipped a dozen times and it's already that smooth. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. And the blade on this thing is phenomenal. And it has that S35VN bite to it. You'll feel it. Whoever wins this, you're going to go like this, do this. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh. Oh yeah. So there you go. Darkwing, baby. I'm going to put it back in its plastic. It really does excite me to know that someone soon is going to be opening this package, and they're going to be, you know, getting these knives out and all the fun, cool stuff, you know, and all the swag. It always, whenever you win, if you win a giveaway, I always love hearing, you know, like, oh yeah, it was fun. You know, my wife was like, oh my gosh, or the kids were taking all the stickers, you know, stuff like that. So I have one more premium knife here, and it's not a little one. It's never been, nothing's ever been cut with it. The blade steel is CPM 3V. Oh snap. Oh snap. We have a KIZER. And this is not a Vanguard. This is a KIZER Bladesmith. The KIZER boxes, the gray ones are Vanguard. And then the black box, if it's a black box and it says Bladesmith, then that means it has more premium materials. This knife has 3V blade steel. All righty then. John Geezer said, is that one on Kickstarter? No, these came out. These are available. The Darkwing. They were on Kickstarter at one point. Someone won the jackpot on Metal Complex. Holy cow. Here we have the KIZER Hissbite with 3V steel. Look at that. So you're going to get a little bit of fixed blade action. Look at this dude. Steven with the $5 hair super chat. He said, how's the Darkwing, Hellwing, and Toughwing and S90V from the Kickstarter should ship near end of the month. Congrats to who wins it. Dude, I love the Darkwings. I love all of them. I have 4 of them, and they're fantastic, dude. I mean, the Hellwing, and I have the, oh gosh, which one? I have the blacked out one. Dude, they're great. It's such a good knife. Such a good knife. Congratulations on getting them too, man. But there you go. There's your fifth knife. So your premium knives, you're getting 2 premium knives here. This one's probably, I don't know, it's probably a couple $100. The Artisan Cutlery is a couple $100. There's about close to $500 in knives here. So that should brighten someone's day. Hopefully everyone has gotten entered. Make sure I'm not going to roll over the puppy. Okay. Here we go. All right. Oh boy, nice and bright. Thank you very much for the $5 hairs. Okay, let me pull this up so we can do this. Go. Let me find the giveaway video. Give me just a second. Let me find it. Okay. Copy. Random comment picker. Almost there. Sounds like somebody won the jackpot on MC. That's exciting. Okay, here we go. Boy, my eyes are dry. Quick couple drops. Ah, yeah, there we go. Paste. Get YouTube comments. And now we rock and roll. You must be present to win. Active in the chat and all that fun stuff. There we go. Rocking and rolling, baby. All night long. Yeah, see, the problem is who wants a bunch of knives with no swag, right? I mean, you don't get the pleasure of having swag from the inner sanctum of the hive, right? Ratter said, I swear I just blacked out or something, completely missed that KIZER. Oh yeah, dude. It's the KIZER Hissbite in 3V. I don't know if I'll be able to fit all this in my big mailers or not. I might have to find a box for all this stuff. Paul Shock said, let's go. Oh, yeah. Let me paint. I got to get my timer ready because whoever wins, you only have 2 minutes to say something. Who's going to be the lucky winner? Who's it going to be? What's up, BMX? Oh, he's getting married in 2 weeks. Congratulations, right? Fingers are crossed, toes are crossed, legs are crossed, eyes are crossed right now. Mike and Ike's EDC. The timer has started. Are you in here, Mike and Ike's EDC? That's the question. You have to be in here, right? Are you here, bud? Timer is going. Because if you're not, I don't know. Mike and Ike's said, I'm here. Dude, Mike and Ike's EDC, congratulations. Dude, you got a sweet haul, broski. Sweet haul, man. Congratulations. Let me write that down. You know, Mike, you know what to do, right? Let me know. You know what to do, email and picture and all that stuff, right? Congratulations. Brandon always says rigged. purposes are crossed. Congratulations on the sweet win, dude. Yeah, everyone, it's just think about it, you know, because it could be you next time, right? So think about the joy that he will have getting to open up all that cool stuff. That is the thing that, like, when I go to bed tonight, I'll be like, that is so neat. Just to get a cool pack of just all kinds of neato stuff, right? And cool knives and a budget banger and a raccoon. And that's just, it warms my heart. Yeah, and remember, for all you folks that didn't say it, saying I never win seems to really make a difference. Somehow, it's been a magical thing on Beez Blades. It just happens, right? Sean said, better than bingo night. Somebody finally won the 24-knife jackpot. Wow. I don't think I'll ever win, but I know it's not rigged because my wife has won, said Brandon. Oh, there you go. On the Edge said, I'm hip to it, Beez. Mike and Ike's knows what to do now and later. Spam me ASAP said it's never worked for me. Tom Williams said he didn't win the $1 billion Powerball either. Well, fiddle. J1 Doobie said I've never said that. Sure, it's not saying rigged. Yeah, I don't know that saying rigged has ever got anyone a win, but I know that saying I never win has worked many times over the years. Somehow it's magic. Mike and Ike said you all are awesome. Much love. Old man on the ridge. Look at that. A bunch of fireworks. Don't know if I will ever win, but it's fun watching. Me too. I enjoy it. You know, I go to the live streams for the live streams, and the giveaways are just a fun little extra. But I hope you all had a great night. I'm going to unwind and make sure get my coffee made, getting ready, you know, get the coffee maker loaded for the morning and get my clothes out for the morning. I got to get up early and go to work. I have to work at an occasional Saturday every once in a while. Oh, well, look at this. We have a 50 Joules super chat saying stay hydrated by, man, I can't even see. My eyes are so dry. I can't even see. Who said that? Where'd he go? Oh, I can't tell. Marco said, thanks, Beez. Thank you for the Joule chat. But y'all have a great weekend. I'll have a quick work day tomorrow. I'm celebrating my grandson's 1 year, his birthday. I'm celebrating my grandson's birthday Sunday, going to his birthday party. So little bitty B is 1 year old. Don't tell anyone. I got him some Jordans for his first pair of shoes. Just saying. I'll have to take pictures of him and show them to you. He's 1 year old, but hey, he's Beez's grandson, so he got some Jordans. Just saying. They could be Jordan retros. I don't remember what they are, but you know, I had to go all out for birthday number 1, right? And he's not going to be spoiled. Don't worry. Oh my gosh. And so it begins. I love you all to pieces. Thanks to everyone that donated. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next week. Stay tuned. Love you to pieces. Remember, live life in the present. Keep a Band-Aid handy. And don't cut yourself.